Do you want?
Wait. We're gonna go live. We're gonna go live now.
Go on in.
I think I'm not doing the countdown thing. I just put go live. So hopefully on YouTube in a minute, I will need to mute it though, won't I?
Yeah, let me do the same.
I think we're live. Whoop, whoop.
I think you're right.
Right, there we go. Hello, bum cheeks. Miss you guys. Thing is,
yeah, it's been a
I'm
while.
wondering if anyone's even still got me subscribed. Do you know what? I've still got just under 2,000 subscribers. Not bad, is it?
It's not bad at all. What did you have though? 5,000?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
At the peak, I did. Before when you used to be able to remove them, then they stopped you removing them, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Where you been for 3 years? Somewhere far away.
Been on TikTok.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. I just got fed up with it. I didn't get fed up with chatting to like Woody and things like that, or you guys. I just got fed up with look at that. Def Mage is on there. She's back reefing.
Cool, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah, I know. I think there's a lot of people on there. Mage, we've not been on in a long time. A long time. We just got bored of what? No,
Nick's in.
You know what? I'm going to put the link in the chat. Shall I put it in the chat?
You put wherever anyone can join.
You know what? No one can jump in anyway because I've got to accept them, Anna.
Yeah, go and put it in.
There's the link on the chat. If anyone wants to jump in the StreamYard, stick it on there. Mad Dogs is here. Look at that. Hey, it's getting old school, isn't it?
Jesus. See, Paul. You like the pipe?
This is
go live and they will come.
This is old school. Right, yeah, the link's in the chat there. If anyone clicks on that, you go to StreamYard on your phone or on your laptop, computer. Jump on and if I like you, I'll put you on. If not, I'll kick you off. Whoop, whoop. Same old.
Yeah, Paul ain't changed.
Nah.
Paul's still got it.
Yeah, he's still got it. Yeah, well, I thought you left for 3 years to go to anger management or something.
Honestly, it failed.
A waste of money.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, that don't normally stop you. Look, he says he's at work. That don't normally stop him.
Nick, you was pestering to do a live stream. We've just been telling people about the 24-hour live stream before, and they're like, how did you do it? We said we left Nick talking. It's not going to show up on live on my laptop, but I've my phone. It's not showing live on the laptop. Let me Google it. Ailey, why don't you jump on with your funny laugh? You don't need camera on, just your talkie.
Just do what I do.
I'm just going on YouTube now just to check out that. You can tell I've not done this one. I'll tell you what, I've not done it for that long. Even me thing is gone with it. My chats. My super chats.
Oh, wait. Oh, was it?
Hmm.
Oh, you ain't making no money tonight.
Oh.
You need to try and claw some back.
Mogs to get my money back. Anyway, I want to go to my YouTube.
Nick said he'd try and jump on in a bit.
Not a problem, mate. YouTube.com. Right.
Can you hear Belle?
Yeah, it says live on mine there. Oh, she's snoring.
No, she's just grunting at something.
Right, people, what do you want to know? About me or Woody? Or if you want some gossip about someone that we know, we'll tell you. Won't we, Woody?
Yep.
Don't hold it in.
If we know about it, we'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
Cole, can't you do it on your phone? Do it on your phone. I'm on my phone. Your keyboard is dead. He's got the same computer as me. You have to charge the keyboard.
No, I'm the same, Woody. Not with this one. This is a new laptop. But the
Cole.
My work laptop, the keyboard's dead. No, I mean dead. The laptop. I've got to plug a keyboard into it to use it. They didn't give me a new one.
Spill the gossip. That's me. Spill the gossip. I've missed you, Bellends. See?
What do I know?
Pure love.
I don't know anything. Has everyone seen my new tank? It's like lights are out. Well, that's my new tank. Well, what is it? A year old that now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, last Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I've set it up in February, didn't I? Because it come in. Was it February it come? Or January? I put it up a year.
I honestly can't remember.
If you want to see videos and pictures, go onto my Instagram because it can't be our showing you.
No wonder we stopped the live streams.
Yeah, goodbye.
Join our reefing channel. I ain't showing you me tank though.
I've shown it.
Yeah. I would show you mine, but it's empty.
Yeah, Woody's setting a new tank up. It's going to be epic.
Small and epic.
Yeah. It's got the blade coming, haven't you?
Oh my god, yeah, black, yeah.
UK Reefer.
Yeah, UK Reefer.
I'll tell you what, Paul. I've literally just used that last bit of acid. He give me a full tub of acid, Woody. Do you know, for the KH keeper?
Yeah.
And that's what I've just finished. No, I'm still using it, actually, because I've still got 5 litres of it. Well, do you know, filled with 5 litres of liquid?
Yeah.
But that was Paul UK Reefers, one that I've just finished using.
Ah. I'm in the waiting room. Oh, yeah, he's saying he's in the waiting room.
No, it's not. No, it's not. What are you lying for?
I'm in my 90. Yes, I'm old.
Who's in the waiting room? Carl, you're not in no waiting room. Hang on, prove it to you. Because the waiting room is there. Now he is.
Fucking small, and oh, there I am.
Yeah.
Oh, there he
small,
is. There he is.
What's going on?
Not a lot,
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
It's been a while, mate, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh. Paul, what's going on with your tank, man? It's looking all right.
It's mint.
Man,
I've
you've
got
enough
23 different new filliers in there now.
This is a bit like a blast from the past, this isn't it? It's been about 3 years, isn't it?
It's been a while.
Since the last stream, yeah.
We did one quick one. We did do a quick one, but it was, I think we had like 3 people on it, me, Woody and Seymour, and we got bored, so we just went off and went on the phone.
Just spoke on the phone normally.
Yeah, it's all right, though, isn't it? What are you up to? What are you doing with your tank now?
I'm setting up a new one, mate. I've got a couple of tanks here for sale. I've got someone picking one up tomorrow. But yeah, I've got a little water box Peninsula 25. I've just drilled, added a sump. So that'll be set up within the next week or 2.
Cool. See, I could have sumped my shallow reef, but do you know what? I just thought to myself, there weren't a lot of room in the cabinet, but there was enough. I could have done it, but I thought, do you know what? I just thought I'd keep it easy and nice and simple and see how I get on with it like that. So
yeah,
an all-in-one. There's nothing spectacular in the holding tank. I thought, do you know what? I'll see how I get on. I mean, it's not that. It's 11 inches high by 11 inches wide. It's not that big, and I always do the water changes. Always have done 10% every week. So I might have a go with some of the SPS. It's going to be difficult though, isn't it? I think without a sump, I've got a feeling it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. But I'm going to give it a go anyway.
Ayla's just put on here. Don't know what's going on with my tank, but one of the gunners is not opening. The others are fine. What the fuck? Ayla, I've got
running?
Same problem. All my gunners are open, and one of them is just won't open. It's there. You can see all the yellow on it, but it just won't open. But yeah, that's gunnies for you, innit? If you look at them funny, you give them an evil eye, they'll close up and won't open again.
Gonnies like a bit of magnesium in that, didn't they? Magnesium, they don't like lanthium. So if you're using
any metals,
sort of lanthium, yeah,
any metals whatsoever. Because my phosphates at the minute are through the roof. When I said through the roof, I mean on my phosphorus test, it's just flashing over 200.
Oh, I see it a bit.
So my phosphate's right, but I've not got one single little bit of algae in my tank. It's absolutely crystal clean.
Yeah, I've got quite high phosphates and everything seems to be fine. It's not super high, but it's high enough. But everything's all right. But gonnies are a nightmare anyway, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they're a
they
bit.
are. They're very, very hit and miss, aren't they?
You either get it right and they work. Well, I did have some before, and for about 3 months, perfect, and then all of a sudden, nothing had changed. They just no, I lied. I moved them, and as soon as I moved them, that was it, boss. Within 3 days.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, pissed them off.
They're finicky, man. I mean, even torches are a bit like that, aren't they?
Yeah. Do you know what? I've never, in 17 years, I've never had any luck with gonnies. Never.
Or have I?
Yeah, never. It's like my nemesis. I just can't keep a gonnie. Don't know whether it's because I always keep quite a clean system, and it might be a little bit too clean for them. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it probably is, Woody. To be honest with you, they do. But SPS like a pretty good clean system, though, don't they?
That was the old way. Yeah, everyone used to say, you got to keep your nitrates, phosphates at 0 to keep SPS, but it's not true. They love a bit of especially phosphate, but nitrates and phosphates. Yeah, if you want the colour, I've always found sort of 15 to 25 with nitrate, and then sort of 0.8 with phosphate, and keeping a lower KH, sort of 6.8, 7.2. You won't get crazy growth, but you get just ridiculous colour and polyp extension. But keep the pH up, and then the growth will come.
But I must admit, when I had that, when I was running a bit of that cow crosser, this was ages ago, and I was only doing it a little bit. I was just drip feeding it in the sump. Flipping hell, man! I'm telling you, the colour and the growth. I wouldn't say it was super amazing, but it did not fucking work. I was like, mate, that's mad.
Is that Nick Chan in the chat?
Yeah, Nick's here. Yeah. Nicholas.
How you doing, boys?
All good.
It's like
right.
the good old times, right?
I tell you what, if you look in the chat, you got old school, you got Mage in there, you got Mad Dogs in there.
Mad Dog's in there.
You got a young bird, Ailey, in there.
No, you got to say it right. A young, sexy bird, because she's got a nightie on.
Oh,
you know what I mean? She must be sort of 18 to 25, somewhere around there.
Mike Lemming's in.
I don't know Mad Dog. Who's Mad Dog?
Before you, mate. Before you.
Mad Dogs. He's literally a Mad Dogs. He was running a tank, and he did nothing what you're supposed to do about a reef tank. Everything you're supposed to do about a reef tank.
I don't. Did he not do a water change or something for 2 years or something?
Yeah. He said you don't need to do that.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to test for this. You don't need to test for that. And I must admit, his tank was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was nice.
No, Woody, your tank was nice. I like that little tank.
Ryan McCallum's in.
Nice and simple.
Dogs is in. Mike Lemming's in. Everyone's coming back, Woody.
Yeah. See, I told you. We're Pied Piper, ain't you?
You are the Pied
It's Friday
Piper,
night.
isn't it?
Everyone's pissed trying to find porn. And then they go,
The thing is, you ain't changed though, Paul, have you really? You haven't changed one fucking bit.
He won't change. Everyone's on Pornhub and they're like, I've completed that. What else can I do? Come across our stream.
Is Gal in?
No, I messaged him. I said we're doing a stream. You jumping on? What, is he on there? Yeah, that was right at the start though, wasn't it?
He was on there, wasn't he? At the start.
He was, yeah, he was at the start. And then I messaged him. I messaged him on our WhatsApp group, and he didn't say he was going to jump on.
Hang on, it was just on the air a minute ago. Gal at the top, are you?
Anyone here from Michael Aaron's? Well, Aaron's Aquarium. No,
he's changed his name to Mogsy.
Does anyone hear from him anymore? What did you hear from him? From Aaron?
I haven't heard from him at all.
Not heard from Michael for ages.
He fell out with us all, didn't he? So
yeah, I must admit, he stayed in touch with me for a bit, and then also he just changed his number. I tried to message him about something, and he changed his number.
I mean, the last time I remember it was when he, it was a bit bad really because he went straight into COVID when he opened his shop. That's like bad luck, in all fairness.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
ever since then, I think. I mean, I don't know what happened, but it was going to be hard.
I'll tell you what happened. He said it was his shop, and it wasn't his shop. That's what it was.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was his shop.
See how it is.
Hey, I saw CJ just started up a new tank.
Yeah, CJ's back. He once brand new CJ jumps on. He usually jumps on for 5 minutes, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. I must admit, it's a nice tank. Nice tank, to be fair.
Yeah, he's got such a cool voice when he talks. And I was put this like
well, he's a Barry White of reefing, isn't he?
Honestly, he could be a porn star. He's got that voice for it.
Yeah, but
is he going to do his infamous self-cleaning sump for it?
Yeah. He already mentioned. He already mentioned. What's he call it now?
No, the Be Easy, innit?
Be Easy, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's his Be Easy voice? Yeah, Be Easy. He's Be Easy sump or something.
He's got Be Easy. He's Be Easy scape feet now. Like he's seen what he's made. He made like little feet out of reefing cement to prop his scape up.
Yeah.
So he calls it the Be Easy reef feet or something like that.
I tell you what, he's got some balls to build a skate like that, cement it all, and then to lift it up to put in his tank.
Yeah, but see the way he was shaking it about to get all the the loose bits off. I was thinking that's going to snap in a minute.
I thought the same thing. if you don't know who he is, Carl, put CJ Aquariums in.
I will do. I'll tell you what. I made my scape. It took me a week to do it properly. I put little what I've done with it is I drilled, and you can't see it. I put little the silicone rods.
Oh yeah.
I put the little only little ones. They're only small. Some little silicone rods in. Drilled a hole because it's really hard to drill into like the live rock. And then what I done with the D&D putty, I put the putty round so you don't see nothing.
Yeah.
And because I'm thinking I don't want to drop that in there. I mean, in all fairness, it wasn't super heavy anyway. And I put it in the shallow reef. I mean, I've done a little YouTube. I've only done one YouTube video. I don't think anyone's fucking interested, but there you go. I think they're fucking bothered now. But
I think that's the good way to do a skate, though. If you take your time and make it right. I've never been that type of person. Me, I've always liked a natural, basically throw the rock in. If you don't rock around, I'm good. And that's that's what I've always liked.
Yeah, you've always gone for that sort of the wall effect, didn't you? Like the old school way of reefing.
Yeah. I tried. Yeah. I did try the other one, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
It looked good until all my frags based over the branching bits, and then I had nowhere else to go. So I thought, shit, I'm ripped to the parts side again.
No, I'm all right with it. I don't mind it. I mean, I honestly, my kids, my son's 20 odd now. My daughter's out, she's 20 odd now. My missus says, what's fucking shitty Emmerdale? I've got nothing else better to do.
And she's 20 odd now.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind. I can sit there. I sat there for about 2 or 3 hours just setting it out, and then I'm drilling it, and it don't matter how long it takes. Really, I think it's come out all right considering.
Cole, listen, I've been building this tank for almost 2 years.
Exactly.
My wife bought me a tank a couple of Christmases ago, and it's sat there brand new in the box in the corner of my living room for ages, and I've only just started doing it. I only drilled it a month ago.
All I did was
it's just when you got time, innit?
It's to be honest with you, by the time I get back in the cab, and if I work the nights, it's you know what it's like. If I work the nights, I come back. I don't really want to do too much. So
there's Gal. Jump on, Gal. Yeah, no, listen, I understand. I'm a night worker as well. When I work in the print. I print the newspapers, so
I'm a night sleeper.
I don't know how I've got the energy to do anything sometimes.
Well, you can't be bothered, do you? You just get up, you check your tank, you check everything's all right, and then you sort of sit there, read the paper, blah, 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 blah. But no, the scape's all right. I like it. And there's something, I mean, people are always going to say, oh, you need a sump. I'm like, yeah, you probably do.
No, you did.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You don't, honestly. You don't.
You know,
don't get me wrong,
as long as you're keeping it clean, as long as your circulation's good and it's clean, you don't need a sump.
Like I said in the other stream, I would always go with a sump. Like that's why I cut the all-in-one back change out of this and drilled it because I have to have a sump. And people say, oh, why didn't you just order a tank of that size and have it custom made? It's just that I love this little tank.
Yeah,
so as soon as I see it, I was like,
admit.
It's a lovely little peninsula tank. I'm gonna drill it, but you don't need to have a sump. Some people say for more water volume, for more stability and all that, but reefing's changed, isn't it? You can get
I agree with it. I don't think you need it. I did a little 7-gallon with just a hang on the back
Yeah, that's all you need.
filter on it, and as long as you don't overfeed, and
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my point. I mean, I'm gonna have 4 fish in here, right? I've got no sand. The pump I've put in the back is double what it needs to be. That's gonna push that water, and there's no sand. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit longer to cycle because obviously it's a bare bottom. It always takes that little bit longer. And yeah, you know, I ain't going to rush it. I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to probably put 2 Gen 6s on there, nice and moderate for lights. It's got plenty of light, plenty of flow, and every single week 10%, 15% water change. I don't see why I can't grow the SPS, but I'll do it really slowly. I'll just put a couple in there, see how we get on.
Yeah.
yeah.
It'd be fine, mate. It'd be fine.
Hey, just going back to escaping, have you seen that new art reef rock that Nick at BCUK's just got in, where it's like escape in a box, and it's all got the rods and the holes all drilled? I've had a sample box of that, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, I've sort of seen something about that. Yeah, I have. I must admit. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know how to escape, or it's like you haven't got time to escape, but you want that elaborate kind of bonsai look,
Paul,
it's
Nick's
actually
talking to
really
you.
good. It's actually really good, yeah.
Nick's talked to you. He said people that don't know how to escape.
People don't know escape and just throw the rock in and then say, "Oh, that's how they like."
Let me just kick Woody out of the stream because he's a brick. I've become so laid back with my tank. Got the 18-month tank cruising. Just love watching it grow out. Keep levels good. Ents make a good viv so long. Boring as fuck. It's true. I think when you're at the point with a tank where you can't. What I seem to do is grow things out and then move things along a little bit, like I'm doing now, Woody. Packing it out a bit, so it gives me a bit more room for something else. But you're better off doing that with things like your euphyllias and things that you can move. Don't stick them down. Just wedge them in rocks and stuff like that, so you can move them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Fully. Because you can move it any time then.
Yeah. Yeah, like obviously you got SPS and that, you can't do that. So that's why you want.
I see your tank though, Paul. You got a lot in there, haven't you? I don't know what size tank you got now. You got a big one, haven't you?
4 foot in it.
I've got 110 heads of euphilia.
Fucking hell. And a shit lot of mushrooms. You got like growing
I've got 50,000 mushrooms. Yeah.
My core base is nearly done, Paul. So I've got my name on them.
Yeah, Woody wants some now.
Yeah, me and Woody got our names on those now.
Yeah.
I don't mind sharing with Woody.
Forest fire mushrooms, they're a nice looking mushroom. They grow like wildfire.
Yeah, they do.
Get them on your base. That's a beautiful sandbed to have, isn't it?
Yeah, they did look nice. You did have a lot, I must admit.
Hey, they're not stopped growing yet. You know, poking them with a prod. I want to move to Octospawn. It's got about 40 heads. Pissed off when I move it. Do you know what? Just chop some off, take them to the shop, get some other ones.
Get some credit from. Yeah.
Woody, are you on your phone?
I am, mate. Yeah.
On your live stream, because I don't really know how to do it. At the bottom, I've got Mike, chat, more, and leave. If I press the chat, will that show me what people are talking about?
It should do, yeah.
It should do, yeah. But what I have it on my telly, so I can see the chat and everything, and then I have the live stream on my phone, so I can talk.
Oh right. I set the computer up upstairs, but I didn't know that these iMacs. I bought a new iMac, and if the keyboard hasn't been used for about 3 months, it's flat, isn't it?
Yeah, it just dies. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna press chat, see what happens. Oh shit, what's happened?
I think
you have to go to the top and then go to comments.
Chat, yeah, I don't think you get all the proper chat. So I remember I used to do that before, and you don't get everything.
Yeah, you have to go to comments and click that, but I can't see.
Yeah, look, you press leave.
As he pressed leave.
Gal told him to press leave, and he did.
Yeah.
Gal
should be in here.
Oh no, he's still. There we go. There you go. You're back now, Carl.
See what I'm saying? I press buttons. I don't know what I'm pressing. Where's Gal? You won't gonna get Gal on here. He will not.
He needs to jump on.
Oh, Gal does come on. He comes on for 30 seconds and pisses off again.
Gal, get on here, man. Come on, get that dodgy hairstyle on here, man.
We didn't know what Gal looked like for 10 years.
Yeah, he's all right, Gal, as it goes. Not too bad. He's all right. I've been chatting to him for a little while now, to be honest.
He's been my house, Gal.
He's a good guy,
he's been around a couple of times, isn't he?
No, he's been once here.
I thought he'd come round twice.
No. What is going to come to my... What is going to come to my mate when he
corals or something,
But But Paul, you know, if I shave my hair off, which I was gonna, you know, me and you actually look a little bit like brothers. No, seriously.
But have
My
you
missus-
got a 12-inch penis like me?
No, I ain't that big. But my missus went, don't shave your hair. He actually looks a bit like you. That's a good
In other
thing,
words,
though.
that was your missus saying, "Who's that sexy fucker on the
Yeah,
telly?"
that's it. She's going, hey, who's that?
Gal, jump on.
My dad did visit London a lot.
Yeah, well, oh, cheers.
He liked getting into cabs. It's weird.
Yeah, well, like my one. I might be getting rid of that, funny enough. They fucking up my insurance, right? From 2,100, they want 2,700 now. And I'm like, you know, I ain't paying that. I said to my missus, this is crazy, 50 grand cab, more money on insurance. And I mean, the job's all right, but it's not that good. Do you know what I mean? I said, nah, I might out it, go plastering. Back
My
to
dad
the
still
trail.
likes cabs now. Every time I go to his house, he's got like a black cab on his telly. He turns it off quick when I'm there, though. So
Stop
Get yourself a
it.
tuk-tuk, Carl.
Yeah, well, there ain't many of them in London anymore. You know, half of them got banned. I see a couple the other day.
Yeah, they're doing Bond Street and all that.
Yeah, they're trying to get shot of them. I think they're trying to get shot of all of us, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Just be an Uber driver, mate.
Oh, I can't stand him. A geezer crashed one the other day. He was going down the wrong way in Wardour Street. It a UPS truck. It was so funny.
Wardour Street. I ain't been Wardour Street for ages.
Yeah, it's a one way though, isn't it? Geezer's coming the other
Yeah.
way. Geezer's pulled out with his UPS truck, smashed straight into him. I was like, see, that's what you get.
We used to go
But-
club. What was it? Was it Charlie's? We used to go to there. The club. I think it was Charlie's. I can't remember now.
Oh, there's
No,
a few.
Wardour Street. Wardour Street, Chinatown. Like round there. I can't remember what it was called.
Charlie's
that's Nick.
bar.
What sort of McGonny? Nick.
We ain't got enough time, Ailey.
Nick.
Yeah.
Right, Ailey has got a gunny that won't open, but the rest of them are opening. What's up with a gunny?
Doesn't like her.
Yeah.
I've got the exact same thing. One of my gunnies just won't open, being a dick.
Are you trying target feeding it, Haley?
Yeah, but
With the
you can't
pop
feed
bottle trick,
you can't
cut the
feed
top
you
off
can't feed a gunny when it's closed. That's the thing. It just
Yeah,
blows
but you
off.
can tempt it to open up.
Yeah, tickle it.
Yeah. Tempt it to open up a bit.
What you could do is use some of that. What's that liquid stuff you use before you use reef rides? Hang on, give me a second. I'm not even trying it myself.
Nick, when you got gonnies, do you have to have like the same as torch corals? Do they need loads of magnesium?
Look at the
Food
camera here.
Yeah. Dissolved metals as well with gonnies.
Yeah, I can't keep a gonny going, man.
Pull up
Don't
that.
work.
Polyp booster.
Polyp booster, yeah.
Manganese as well.
Oh, Jay's Real Reefs joined us.
Is he chasing
Hey,
now?
Jay.
Jump on, Jay. You ain't got school tomorrow.
Jay, get in the chat. Come on.
Jump on.
This is like a blast from the past. This is, I'll tell you, I used to love these.
We're not shy.
Do you know
There's the
what?
link. If anyone wants to jump on, there's the link for the.
I've
Jay,
got-
get in here. Come on.
I've just got a message from Moggsy that goes on Instagram.
What saying what?
Mogsy in here.
Probably, I don't know if I couldn't see it. He probably just said thank you for the super chats or something.
Yeah, you two was having a bidding war there, wouldn't you? I stuck a Pam £2 in and I thought, oh, I'm going to get roasted here.
We used to do it all the time.
Hey, Woody, you put 25 quid in. I put 26 quid in.
Yeah, you beat me by a pen, yeah.
Remember that night we did one for Paul was on, and we just all super chatted him. What did you get? Like 500 quid in super chats?
Oh, I got $2,000.
$2,000.
Was
Yeah,
it?
I think I'd done about 1,000 myself. I think.
I'm ringing. Sorry, Moggsy. If anyone's watching, I've just been trying. Moggsy, I was ringing Moggsy then. I styled him.
Do you know what,
man.
though? That live stream, I really like that live stream. It is
What,
so
with-
genuine,
with,
so normal.
With Jay
I
and
love
Paul
it.
and that.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Well, I
it
like
is, yeah,
ours
it's
as well,
good.
but it's just general banter. I went on a Reef Dogs one. It can get a little bit too in depth.
Do you know what? I think Reef Dog, he's quite a comical fucker. He is. Sorry
He
about
is quite
swearing, Paul.
funny. He is
yeah,
quite
I must
funny.
admit, I quite like him. But Ryan,
Can't believe
we
you
know
fucking
Ryan
swearing on my
anyway.
stream. It's so rude.
Oh no, sorry, mate. Sorry.
I'll be honest.
It's after 9 o'clock though.
I don't really click with that other geezer.
We know him. We know Ryan. We've been in Vegas with him, and we've been a couple of shows and all that with him.
He just reminds me like gross and balls, man. What's the matter with you?
No, he's all right. Do you know what? He was the same with Michael Aaron's. Them two didn't get on. And
No, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I won't.
Who didn't get on?
He knows
Ryan,
They got on. They got on at the end, didn't they?
Yeah. In the end, they did. Yeah. But,
Yeah.
Me and Michael got on like an house on fire.
no.
Yeah,
Ryan
they
and
went to
Michael.
that. What was that first thing at AAC that they did that first show? I think they haven't done one, haven't they?
Reef
They were
Freaks,
both there
wasn't it?
together.
Reef-
Yeah,
Reef
they went to
Freaks.
Reef Freaks together, didn't they?
Yeah,
I
but
just-
in Vegas, Ryan was worried about Michael. He was-
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I said, no, he's Michael's all right. And we all sat there and had this massive meal, and that was and that was good.
I
It was
mean,
good.
I never.
He's
met
a nice guy,
Michael,
Ryan.
But he seemed like. I mean, I don't know about your thing, but he seemed like quite a nice fella, upbeat, bit of a laugh. That Rye geezer, I'm like, mate, I couldn't have 10 minutes with you. You bore the shit out of me. I'm sorry. I'd have to put some fucking pills in your drink or something.
Cole's literally a Cockney version of you, isn't he?
He's a fucking
Oh,
proper
I'm doing it
flid.
again.
Sorry.
I've just done it. I've just rang Mogsy again.
Stop ringing him, you stalker. Stalking him.
Oh, you're right. It's only
No,
10
I'm sorry.
to 11 at
Every time
night.
I'm on the live stream. Every time I
He's
put
got
my phone
work in
on,
the
it rings,
morning.
and I don't know why.
You do realise he's got to be
Well, I
up at
must
5
have.
in the morning, Paul.
Honestly, twice. I'm on the live stream here with everyone, and I put it down like shit. I put it down. It started ringing again.
He's going to block you.
He's probably in bed, man. With his, he's
got
probably
Mogsy
going
on
to sleep.
speed dial.
What's he doing?
Look what Haley's written. Stalker bitch. Look.
Stalking him. You want your money back, don't you? He said, I lent it to you. I need it back now.
Yeah, Haley, what you need to do to your gonny is just give him a little tickle. Nothing wrong with tickling your gonnies, hey?
Ghoulies or Gonnies?
Gonnies.
No, but they are hard work, them Connies. Honestly, they are hard work. I've had a few of them. They, like I say, Woody, I had them. Right, they was doing well for about 2 months. I thought, sweet, they're all extended. Look the nuts. Soon as I moved back, that was it, gone. Jellied out.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, never again.
Some people have crazy luck with them. They can literally
And
put them in any
mushrooms.
condition water, but yeah, not me.
certain mushrooms you put in, like, is it the redactors? Once you put them in, they look good for a week, and next thing you come in, they're fucking gone. I'm like, what's happened now?
See, for me, they're the easiest.
Or I might have got that. What is it? The Florida ones? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Florida Ricks. Florida Ricks can be pretty fussy, yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
could be hard.
literally, this happened not so long ago. I bought a couple off my mate, put them in my tank. They look absolutely stunning. I come in from work. I've done a little Instagram for it. Come in from work and everything, the whole tank was like cheesed off. I'm thinking, what's going on there? And they'd melted.
Yeah.
And where it was in the holding tank, because I was moving, I thought, oh, mate. But it was really late. I thought, I'm not going to do it now. So I got up in the morning, like I said, I was working the night. Got up in the morning, the whole tank looked distressed. Like to do a water change, luckily enough. But then someone said to me that them certain mushrooms, they have a poison in them. And where the tank's so small, because it's a little holding tank, isn't it? Where the tank's so small, it is poisoned everything. And then the next 3 weeks later, all my fish died.
Yeah, you should have got some carbon in there or just done a massive
I've
water change.
done a 10% water change for 2 days. I thought I don't want to do it too quick. So I've done 10%. Then I've done another 10%. I must admit I didn't put no carbon in. I should have put that in. That would have got rid of it, most of it. But then lost loads of stuff. But I didn't think mushrooms done that, to be honest.
Yeah. Gal, I've got a few bits for sale, mate, but I think everything's probably a bit too small for your tank. I've got a few lights in that for sale, a couple of other bits and bobs, but I think most of it's too small for what you need.
What does he need, Woody? What kit does he need?
I don't know. He's just said, Woody, let us know when you're doing a flash sale, because he knows that I'm a bit of a hoarder of and a buyer of a load of stuff. I've still got a lot full of stuff.
Woody, you got a shop in your house, man. You got AAC
honestly,
in your back room.
I've got one of them Ottoman beds. So you lift it up now, and it's just full of Radions, Versa pumps. It's even got a brand new Trident in there. My missus goes mad at me.
How's the dogs?
Oh, crazy! Absolutely bonkers. Stupidest thing I've ever done was buying these.
They're cool, man. They're cool.
Oh my god, they're mental. But yeah, no, they're all right, I suppose. What we got in the chat? Oh, flash boobs for goods. That's Haley.
Is Jay still in there? Get him in here.
He is. Yeah, I just see a message from him a minute ago saying about Moggsy's tucked up in bed.
Yeah, he's got to be
I'm
up at
trying to
5,
sleep,
isn't
but his phone keeps ringing.
he?
Oh,
Yeah,
Mickey boy mixing. Just noticed he's in the chat.
his
Hey,
stalker's
mate.
still on the phone to him.
I do miss you, Ailey. I must admit, it's been a long time.
Well, it's been a long time since we've done any video like this. I mean, even before I didn't know.
Well, even though
you
we've got
then.
our WhatsApp group. We're talking here every now and again. But doing something like this, it's been a long time, isn't it?
Well,
It's
no,
been a very long
it
time.
sort of died off, like Paul said. It sort of everyone sort of was like. I mean, JB was in there, wasn't he? And Super Yellow was in there. It just,
Yeah.
it's one of them things. It fizzles out, and now we're all back. That's the good thing.
I think. Do
It
you know
doesn't
what?
take long to build it up again either, to be
No,
honest.
it don't.
I think because people miss it, you know, it's like Seymour and that, you know, Dev
Yeah, I
and
thought I
those
would
guys,
be on.
they talk about it still.
Yeah. Well, Seymour loves to chat. We was on the phone last night for God knows how many hours. But yeah, he's
He
crazy.
does a lot with that. What's his name on Instagram? Doesn't he?
Greg Carroll, yeah.
Greg.
Yeah, when
Greg
I
was talking about it before as well. When I jump on his Instagram lives a few times, and he was talking about it the other week.
Yeah, so they always do them quite early because they do it before Greg goes into work, and I'm normally sound asleep because I work nights.
Yeah, it's
I
a pain because
catch them
I'm in the cab,
sometimes.
it'll come up and I'll put it on and then some fucker will jump in. I'm like, oh shit, I've got to turn it off.
I think it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, isn't it, when he does it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Something like that.
Sometimes I don't get up to about 4 or 4.
Yeah,
Murders,
but you're
I am.
working all night though, aren't you?
Yeah. But the thing is, I come home from work and then I sit and watch telly for a few hours. I don't go to bed till about 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but
Oh, just the wind down.
Yeah. Some people say to me, they go, "Why don't you, as soon as you get home from work, you go to bed?" I said, "Well, if you
Nah,
work
I can't
days,
do
you
that.
don't come home from work and go straight to bed, do you?" And they go, "Yeah, that's true."
No, I'll do the same
Yeah.
with you. I can get in at like 3 in the morning and I just tend to sit here and just chill for an hour, cup of coffee or whatever, and then but once I'm asleep, that's it. And you know what the kids are like, they make loads of noises. And I get up about, I don't know, 11. But I've been doing a lot of days lately. There's been loads of robberies in London lately in the night.
Nothing new there then.
Nah, well, I said to you, did I tell you the other day up where you are, just at St Catherine's Way, 2 geezers got robbed with shot there. 2 geezers in a Golf GTI, or was it a BM, one of the two, jumped out and robbed the geezer, 2 shotguns, robbed the geezer for his watch.
Yeah, it's crazy
Wow.
at the minute for watches.
It's rife. When I was in Ladbroke Grove, I had a job to Ladbroke Grove from King's Cross. And this was about 1 in the morning, and I thought, oh, here we go. So but I got hammer under the seat anyway. Not that I'd use it, but I drove down there and seriously.
Got a frog spawn under the other seat.
Yeah, that's it. I dropped these 2 geezers off, and I must admit, it was a couple of hood rats there. And I thought, you know what, I've got to get out of here lively. But once I get back into Mayfair, I'm all right.
Where's Paul gone? Has he been chatting to Mogsy?
He's slipped off the stool.
He's gone to tuck him in.
I think he's gone round to get his money back.
Where's he gone?
I don't know. He was there just chatting on the phone. I don't know where he's gone.
He's wandered off again. I want to see the chat. I ain't pressing the chat thing again, otherwise I'll throw myself out.
Where's your telly?
You have to go to chat and then go to comments, and it'll come up.
Oh, is it? I'm not computer literate, mate. I want to go up to the computer upstairs, but the epoxy thing's not charged, is it? Oh. Well, anyway, I'm halfway through the tank. I've got the all the water and the salt in. I've got half the tank full up with fresh water. And I'm going to drain down the other one, tip that in there tomorrow. I'll put a load of the rock over tonight before I go to bed to seed it a little bit. So hopefully that should be all right. And then I've got matey coming around to take the Red Sea 200 XL. I ate that tank. I ate it. Seriously, mate, honestly, the sump is a joke. I'm like, the overflow thing is pointless. And the thing's so tall, I have to get step ladders to get in it. I'm like, nah. That's why I went back to the shallow.
That's why you go for shallow tanks.
I'm 5'9", right? And honestly, the shallow tanks are so easy to maintain, even if you have a sump, like the ones I've had before. I had a sump on them, not a problem. This epoxy thing, honest to God, to scrape the glass or anything at the back, it's a nightmare. I can't wait for this geezer to pick it up tomorrow.
You boys going to Telford in October?
I'm not gonna. I think.
Oh, you're
Paul
not
might,
going
I don't
Woody?
know. No, I'm not gonna bother. No.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Nick,
I've lost you.
what's Telford like? I've never been there. Is it any good? I thought it was trade
You know
only.
what? I'm excited
used
for
to
this
be.
show because you got 2 days open to the public, and a lot of the distributors I've been talking to are actually excited for it. They're actually keen to be able to speak to end users and hobbyists like directly and talk about the products
Yeah,
and
To
stuff.
be
So
fair
they're
though,
actually excited, yeah.
this
yeah,
should have
I'm
been
gonna
done
go.
years ago. It should have been done
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit slow, I think, sometimes. I spoke to a couple of companies, and they were like, "Well, I don't know if it's a good idea because we can't really sell there because then shops will be at us and stuff." And I'm like, "Well, then don't sell. Just talk to
Yeah.
people."
Yeah, just
You know?
promote it, innit?
Well, they could
Yeah.
do what they do at like Machna and Reefer Palooza and all that is they wait till the last day when they're all packing up, and then they say to you, if you ask them before, obviously that last day that you want to buy something, they say, look, come back. I can't do it now. Come back on the last
Mm.
day when we're packing up, and we'll sell it to you. That's
I
what we've
think that's
done.
the problem though, because it's like over here with the distributors, it'd be like shops would be like complaining because we heard that you sold some stuff, you shouldn't be doing that, because you're the distributor, we're the shops, and that's what they're trying to avoid. But I'm just like, I tell you, who I spoke to today was Mark Flynn Ryan at Trademark, who does the RO stuff, and I was ordering a unit for a customer in store, and I spoke to him. I said, what's you thinking on Telford then, Mark? You going? He goes, oh yeah. He says, you know what, Nick? He says, I'm actually looking forward to it, to be able to talk to people that use our products face to face and that, as well as the shops as well, obviously. But he was
See,
excited to speak to
I
end
think
users.
that'd
Yeah,
be perfect
yeah,
if you've got a company and you're selling something and you got the public can't buy it there, but you go to your local LFS.
mm,
It's more interaction, surely better
yeah,
interaction, more people, more product sales. That's what I would
yeah.
think. I mean, I'm going to go. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be quite interesting to go around and see everybody and stuff.
We'll be there, Carl. Me and Mick will be there with
No,
ME
no,
and the
no.
brand design. You'll come
Yeah,
and see us,
no. I'm going to hook up with my. I want some other people to go. I'll see if my mate to go.
Yeah.
We'll try and get Woody to go. He don't leave his house. What me and Woody been saying, I'm going to meet him at AAC for 5 years.
Do you know what? I could never get out of bed. Honestly, I said, I get there for about 11 o'clock. I wake up and I think, I can't bother.
It's like once every 2 years, though, Woody.
Do you know what? I've not been to an LFS for about 3 years.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
But
honestly.
you haven't got your tank running or anything like that, so you're not going to be once you
No,
get
but
your
the
running.
tank's only not been running for about the last 3 or 4 weeks. That's all. So while I was doing this tank, I thought I was just going to change them straight over, but obviously I got stuck in a rut again with work and just didn't have the time. So the other tank ended up broke down while this tank was being sorted. So I thought now I've got more time. I ain't got to rush things. So, but yeah, it's the first time in 18 years I've not had a tank running. It's the weirdest feeling. So I've actually got to start from
It's
scratch
horrible
again.
it's horrible when you ain't got a tank. It's really weird. Do you know what? Even me, and I haven't been doing this super long. I closed all my stuff down, right? And I was like, right, because I was doing a bit of DJ work in London, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to my DJing because I know it's like anything. I know all the people there, friends there. I'm in London in a cab most of the time. I lasted about 3 weeks, and I was like, I get home, and I'm like, it's like a part of you's missing. It's weird. I was like, I have to have a tank, even if it's a nano. I don't care, a goldfish, anything. I need something. It's weird.
Do you know what it is for me? It's like getting out of bed or coming in from some like outside and walking in my living room and it not being blue. That's the weirdest thing. Nothing's blue. I'm like, what's going on?
I think you're growing, Sank. What's he growing in his house? No, it is. I think a reef tank is. I personally think most people who have a reef tank have got OCD or some kind of thing like that. Because, mate,
no, I agree.
I have. I'll be honest with you. Like going back when I finished the knowledge and all that studying 4 years, like for 4 hours a day for 4 years non-stop and going to work. When I got into the reefing thing and with you lot and the guidance that you gave me years ago, which was wicked, and I do appreciate that, it gives you a focus, doesn't it? It's like you go to work, you deal with all that, you deal with all the idiots, you come home and you just chill out, concentrate on the tank, trying to make it look. I love it. I think it's one of the best things. And not all the people, but most of the people in this hobby are pretty spot on. You know, you do get the odd fucking Ryans of this world that I can't be bothered with. I'm like, seriously, man, you get in my cab, I'm just slinging you out because you're a knob. But
Do you know what, Cole? Honestly, if you sat down with him, you'd be totally different.
He's all right, Ryan.
He is all
well,
right.
it was funny. We was on he was on his Reef Dog show, and I don't know where it come about, but someone put on there about bikes, and I went, yeah, I've had an R6 and an R1, and I said I've now got a GSXR, and he said something like, oh, this like really poncy, like, oh, this is a reefing channel. Let's not talk about motorcycles. And I went, fuck, if you wouldn't even get on a motorcycle, you're not even cool enough. A BMX is your street.
Cool.
And I was only joking. and he caught the ump. And I was like, gross and bollocks, man. I'm only joking. What's the matter with you? No, I don't like it. But you might be right. Let's not judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, no, he's all right. He's all right. He's a nice guy.
I find him a little bit twitchy, but I don't know. He said to me one time, like, Nick, but the thing is, what I don't understand is, I think I was saying to him, hey, look, if you need any support with anything, right, you know where I am. And I think he was like, yeah, but the thing is, though, Nick, what is it you want from me? What is it you want, though? And I'm like, nothing. Just letting you know if you need anything, and if I can help you, I'll help you. It's not a problem.
Yeah, maybe it's just me.
See, I was sort of the other way with Reef Dog. I was sort of like, oh, I'm not too sure, but I must admit, getting to like watching his like live streams and all that. I think he's quite a comical dude.
Oh no, he's funny. Reef Dog.
Yeah, seems like he'd be a nice guy.
He says when he's on his own, I think that's quite funny. I reckon if with the right surrounding of people, and you all had like a couple of drinks and something to eat, and that, I reckon it'd be pretty cool. But I can't see the other dude.
Yeah, definitely.
But that breaking the ice thing, isn't it? That's the only thing. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Woody. When have you actually started your tank up already?
No, not yet. No.
When you start,
I've got all of the water. I do natural seawater, don't I? So everything's there. Everything's. It's just still dry, but everything's there, ready to run. It's just dry. I should really.
Are you running? What are you running in the sump? Are you running like a filter sock, or are you getting a roller mat, or?
I've got X filter. You got
X filter.
Yeah, X filter, and that's it really. I'm only going to run that. I ain't going to run a skimmer.
You won't need that for a little while.
Nah, and if I need any sort of reactor, I've got loads here to choose from, and I'll pick one to put in there. But other than that, nah, it's just got mechanical filtration will be just the X filter, and then I'll put a couple of mech spec blocks in there as well if I need it, which I will start.
I've got something for you. I'll send you. I've got to order it yet from the States. Just come out, but I've got a little. I'll send you a little gift for it. A new tank gift.
Thanks, Nick. Cheers.
Have you seen it? Did you watch? I'll tell you what. Did you watch Reef Dude's live stream?
With Seymour last night.
With Seymour,
last night before. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did you see that Simplicity coral dipper that he had?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I've got them coming. Yeah, I'll send
you.
I
would turn that into a little Pico tank. I would. Yeah, I honestly would.
I'm just thinking, as soon as he pulled that tank up and you're dipping your corals, it might be useful for you. Yeah. So I'll get you one. As
soon as he pulled that out of the box, I looked at it and went, "Oh, I could drill that and turn that into a little Pico tank."
I think we've got a spare Pico somewhere wrapped up.
Oh, I'm just murdered. That's why I've got so many tanks sitting here. I've got so many tanks sitting here because I look at them and I go, "Oh, I could do wonders with that." And I just do things to it, and then don't set it up. And then,
man, it don't work. Just have one. It becomes a job then, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
You'd be like, how many dogs have you got now, Woody?
2.
7.
No, 2. two little Frenchies I got.
They'll be like, let's just get one more puppy. It'll be all right.
No, do you know what the reason why we got 2?
That's Paul.
I started with
Woody's
started
not
with
on
a boy
because he don't want to show his face, and Nick. Nick's not showing his face. It's only me and Paul because we're brothers.
Your brothers, another
brother. I'm going to shave my hair off tomorrow. I'm having a haircut tomorrow. All right, number 2 all over.
Who's that, Cole? Your daughter?
No, that's my missus.
You ain't good enough to pull a woman like that.
I'm telling you, brother. Back in the day, right? Honestly,
I'm not waffling,
you. When I was modelling, when I had.
when I was modelling.
No, I'll be honest. I was modelling. I was on the telly and everything.
He was a.
He was an EastEnders.
I was on EastEnders. I was on EastEnders as an extra.
Yeah, my mate was on EastEnders.
Yeah, and I only lasted a week. They slung me off. Say hello.
I wonder why.
Hello.
Hello, my love. You okay?
And I'll have a coffee, please.
We couldn't be on EastEnders. You won't be able to understand us. We're too far up north.
No,
You'd be like, "What's this geezer on about?"
I was about 20, and yeah, I didn't look fat fuck like I am now. But
I was on the phone to Moggsy, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you was.
You stalking him, weren't you?
Did you get him out of bed for?
What's that?
What did
you get him out of
did he
bed?
say why he messaged me? Was it about the super chats or whatever?
No, I rang him. I rang him twice. I threw the phone down. Every time I threw it down, it rang him.
You have him on speed dial 1, didn't you?
No, he sent a message. You know, like he sent you a message. He sent me one
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I left
yeah.
the message on and threw it down. And every time I lifted my foot up, I pressed the foot on the phone.
He's not too far from you, though, Paul. Isn't he? He's only around the corner from you, isn't he?
Yeah, I was the manager at his local delivery depot the other week.
What's he
No,
doing? He's a bus driver, isn't he?
Bus
He's-
driver.
Yeah.
He lives in Moston, in Manchester. That's where I had to drive. I don't like it. Too far to drive.
So what
Takes
did you
20
guys do
takes
then?
20 minutes.
Did you guys super chat bomb him or something then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
these two just absolutely sent him a shitload of money, man. He loved it.
Right.
It was in his element. It was like Christmas.
I wish
Nah,
I'd
it's
been
good.
on that. I would have shot him a bit.
I
They
did.
just-
ask.
They deserve it. They do a live stream week in and week out.
Yeah, they're cool,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
quite
Yeah.
like it.
They do live streams like me, don't they? Week in, week out.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Year in, year
Not
out.
quite like yours though.
That's all.
There's a PG rated.
We do one bi-yearly.
Yeah. Do you know what? They are quite good, aren't they? They are quite tame. You never hear them swear or nothing.
No.
Yeah, we get on and talk all kinds of stuff on here.
Yeah,
don't
we
we?
don't fucking swear. It's naughty, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Only
over
me,
9
like-
o'clock now, isn't it? So we're all right.
I don't care. It's not for kids, this stream, anyway. I put on it, not for kids.
But doled in for some bro love. Definitely. That's
Yeah.
Haley.
What, I've got a new bestie.
This is
Right.
this is like the
See-
director's cut edition.
See my title on my thumbnail there, Paulie.
You can tell that Haley's a mod. Look, she's put, I don't fucking swear. Oh, she can swear in it. No one else can swear in the chat.
Paul, are you coming down to Love to Reef? Or is it a bit far for you?
What, down London? Nah,
Yeah.
it's Woodit coming up here.
Listen, we're going New York in May, right? And we're both arguing over where we're flying from. He's saying we've got to go from Manchester, so I have to go up to him.
Gatwick.
And I'm saying Gatwick or Heathrow, so he has to come down to me.
But last time I went away, I had to travel down there.
It's only fair, Woody. You don't leave
Woody?
your flat. Or else you got to go to him. You got to get out.
I don't do travelling. Well, unless it's on an aeroplane to somewhere, but driving in the UK or anything like that, sod that.
Yeah. Well, if you go Heathrow, if he comes down to Heathrow, bell me. I'll pick you up. I'll drop you down there as long as it ain't 3 in the morning, because it's not going to happen.
No, I think the flight we looked at, I think it was 8. I think 8 in the morning. Then we land in New York at 12 in the afternoon.
Oh, well,
What's
whatever,
New York? Is it a fish show you're going to?
No, not in May. Ain't. When's the fish show in New York, Paulie? Was it?
1 minute, I'm just putting something in the chat for everyone to read.
If it was April, I think it's in New York, the show. So we're going to try and get back for that
Was
as
that
well.
Reefer Palooza?
Yeah.
I want to go over to one.
I'll go to the Florida one if you go to that.
We was
The
talking
Orlando
about
one.
that. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Hold on, my wife said, I don't need to ask your permission to go. I'll go where I want.
As long as you pay for her and bring her with you.
Go where
Yeah,
you want,
well,
just
I
don't
think-
come back.
we went to Daytona Bike Week. I don't know if you've ever been there. Fuck me, that was crazy. Seriously, that was some crazy shit. But no, I'm
Nice.
gonna go to the one in Florida. She can sunbathe, and then we can go over there. Look at
Listen, we
Well,
took,
well,
we
I'd like
took
to go that
me
way.
and Paul took our wives in 2019. While we was there, we had to renew our wedding vows just so we could go to the to a local
You're not
fish show.
joking. We did.
Yeah, I know,
We
I
are
know.
not
Madison Square Garden, we renewed as vows, didn't we, Winnie?
Yeah.
Nah, it's
renew
good,
our
man. It'd be
wedding
nice
vows.
to do that. To go over to Miami or wherever it is, or Florida
Oh,
somewhere.
can you
it'd
see
be
that on
nice.
the? Can you see that on the chat, Woody?
No, I can only see one from Mickey Boy Mick.
I put a poll on
okay,
there.
mate.
Which airport should Woody go to? Up
You've
to
done a
yet,
poll?
Manchester 60%, London 40.
There must be all Mancunians in the chat.
Oh, 57. Always get. Oh,
Come on, people. If you make me win and he comes to London, I'll do a giveaway.
I'll do a giveaway too.
You come to London, I'll drop you down there. How about that?
There you go. Look at that. Yeah, Paul, that save you some money. That's all he's worried about. Paying for the train to
You
come
could
down.
just get him to bring you up here in his taxi.
In his super cab.
No, that'd be good, wouldn't it? It'd be good to go over there. I think it'd be nice.
I can't make it to Manchester, Paul. I won't do it on one charge.
Oh, you got the Tesla now?
Oh yeah, I've had that about 2 years now.
Well, we ain't spoke for 3 years. We haven't had a live stream for 3 years, so I don't know what's been going on.
Carl got a brew.
What's nearest airport to Telford then? It's Gatwick. Definitely Gatwick.
What are you looking for?
I'm here.
You sat on it. Do you want me to go upstairs? I'm going to make too much noise. I'll go upstairs.
Chimp the reefers on. See you all coming back.
I'm going upstairs.
Paul, can you see how many's in the chat?
16.
Do you know what?
Where?
That's more than I expected.
That's all right.
That's more than I expected after 3
Everybody,
years of not
share it. Let's get 21. Right. How long have we got till the poll closes? 30 seconds, would it? And it's on 57%.
Oh. Who wants a Radeon Light?
I do. I need a Radiant. Woody, you must have everything EcoTech. Oh, I'll tell you what I do.
Almost, yeah.
Don't look at them. Look at the state of them, man. Look at that.
Oh, the poll's ended, would it?
That's terrible.
Manchester, 57%. London, 42.
Oh, that's just. Hold up. 57% and 42.
Yeah, 57 of 42.
I
do not know where the 0.1%
Yeah,
is.
where's that 0.1 gone?
They can't because it's an odd number.
How much to change my vote? Well done, Mickey.
Woody is Royal Exclusives UK warehouse, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Just about.
There's a
I've
few
got a
bits.
Royal Exclusive skimmer, Woody. You can have that if you want.
You've got my old one, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, so I don't want to say old one. It sounds a bit. No, that old thing that I bought 15, 20 years ago. That old fucking.
Honestly, I've still got
runs
one.
off a coal.
I'll tell you, what do you reckon on them Tunsies? Is it the 901 or something? Tunsies.
9001.
Yeah,
I've got the 9004, I think, the DC one. And they're good little skimmers.
Do you want to sell that? Because it's small, isn't it? It's really small. It can go in the back chamber of my tank.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm going to buy one anyway, but
they have to sit in. I'm trying to think what the level of water it has to sit in. I think it's about 11 inches because it has to draw in through the weir comb at the top.
Oh, that blows me out. The tank's only 11 inches anyway.
Yeah, so I mean, you might, yeah.
No,
you'd be perfect for like a little Nios 120 or something. So they only have to sit in 7 inches of water. But the only thing is, obviously, the skimmer cup's going to stick out the top.
Yeah, I don't know with that one. I don't know. I'll find something. But like what you said, I'm going to see if I can, with the water changes only. I reckon that might just do it.
Yeah.
I
think the 001 you might get away with because it's smaller. The actual.
Oh, I've got a 160 spare. What is that a thingy?
A Nios, that'd be 160.
Yeah, the Nios too big. It stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, it will stick out the top. Yeah, like by a lot as well. I've got one.
I see how I go. Just like I say, with the water changes, I reckon it'll be fine. Hopefully.
You got to run calc.
I will do, but not all I'm going to do at the moment. Like I say, I'm going to get it all in and up and running tomorrow. Get some live rock in there to seed it. I've got a little bit of filter floss that's a bit manky that I left in there just to get some stuff in there. I've got loads
I was only thinking with not running the skimmer with your pH. So use the calc to get your pH up.
The calc I will do because I've got room in the cabinet and I just probably either put it in a little dose, like only need a 1 head doser. And just
What do you look at the bank statement there?
The bank statement?
Yeah, look at that.
I can't see that. Mine's a shit. Don't look at my bank
What's
statement. There's none in there.
Google super chat. Google super chat. Google super chat. Google super chat. Google super chat.
Mickey Boy Mick said, "Shush your tank."
Oh, mate.
Is that a metaphor?
No, you, Paulie, as well. Yeah.
Everybody.
Right. I'll show
Where's
you.
the tank? Where's the tank? Lights are out. There's not shit in it.
Right, my lights are a bit funky in this house because I've just moved in here and it's a dump. I hate it, but there you go. Why are you looking at me like that, honey?
There's the sump.
I don't know if you can see that. That's all I've done so far.
That's the cupboard. That's the calc.
Can you see that, Woody?
Yeah, I can see that, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sort of. It's only got half full of water. I've just got the radiant sitting like that. I'm going to put a bracket on the top. Can you see that?
Yep, we can see that, mate.
It's all right. Ain't too bad. And just a bit messy under there, but.
If you go onto Instagram, all my pictures on there in my tank, so you can see the tank on there anyway.
No, I quite like this one. It's all right. Like I say, once I sort the top out and sort the other bits and bobs out, then we're good to go. Sorry, I only have to turn that light off a minute. Let's go back up here.
Love your fireplace. God, I'm such a woman.
No, stop it. I don't want to talk about it anymore, Woody. All right.
What fireplace? Why? What's
This
the fireplace?
is Haley on the chat.
I
Don't
missed the
know.
fireplace.
We've had many of stressful nights in this new house, to be honest with
All
you.
right, I'm rewinding YouTube so I can see your fireplace. Right, where's this fireplace?
It's a proper reefing channel, this, isn't it?
I know. you. No, I'll explain it to you once.
My
Oh yeah,
fireplace.
Paul's your fireplace. Yeah, your media wall.
All right, hang on.
No, that's a proper
That's-
fire. That's a modern
Hang on.
fireplace. I've got
Can I get
a
that?
1970s fireplace.
Hang on, let me do this. Alexa, turn on fire. She went bing bong, but didn't turn on.
It didn't do nothing.
Alexa, turn on fire.
That
I'm
magic.
doing the girly boys. 1 minute. Alexa, turn on fireplace.
If it comes on there,
Kelly does it instant. I do it. It goes off. Alexa, turn on fire.
was that your Jamaican voice?
Alexa, making a bloody shop, man. Turn on fire. Nothing.
It's not working. No, my fireplace is old school, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, don't worry, mate.
No, without
There you
going
go.
on, I mean, that does actually pretty cool, man.
Hang on.
Oh, he's proper going for it now. He's proper going for it.
Oh look, his telly's on fire.
If you had epilepsy, you'd be up shit street.
It's a proper amber light, so it's good.
What's the light behind you?
It's built into the telly.
Oh no,
Right,
the
ain't
thingy.
What?
The light, the
Behind your head, Paul.
behind you.
Oh, that.
Where's the crazy dog and all?
It's at my daughter's house.
Look at
That
that
nutty-
spot.
Oh,
That nutty
yeah,
dog,
I
man.
really didn't want him to go, honestly.
Oh, that was lovely, that dog. Woody's, but the pictures I've seen of your dogs, they look cool, man.
Yeah, they're mad.
Well, I'm not showing you my fireplace, all right? It's not happening.
Don't worry about it.
Just is what it is, man. It is what it is. Oh. Well, I'm gonna have to put you down because I need a wee.
Yeah. Don't
Well,
take
I'll
that.
be back. Mate. I'll
Don't
be
take
back.
us in there with you.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
go.
gonna.
We'll sit this one out.
Alexa, turn off fire. Never listens
Haley's
to me.
Alexa's going nuts when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Never ever listens to me.
OG,
OG's fish room's in, Woody. Hello.
Yeah.
Alexa, turn off fire.
I think it's all pure shock to people when they turn on YouTube and see your name doing a live stream. It's just pure shock.
Well, that is very true. Yeah. At least it still works on my phone.
Jesus Christ, Gal's just had to order £200 worth of fittings, pipe fittings.
Ooh.
What? Why?
But that's more. He said just had to order £200 more.
No,
So
no,
he's already done probably that amount already.
What's he doing? Loops around his sump or something?
It must be, yeah. He must be putting in like a cooling
He's doing
system.
a water slide.
Jesus, that's the thing. People
Like
don't
a
realise
roller coaster pipe work.
how much all the PVC and the fittings are. It's expensive,
I tell you what,
especially
though,
for a system his size.
think about it, Woody. Right? So Woody, Nick, and all that, whoever's been reefing more than 10 years, sir. So let's go back. Let's go back a decade. How cheap was everything?
Oh, insane.
Oh yeah.
It was
Insane.
so cheap. We're talking everything from pipe fittings to buying equipment to fish food to going to the shop saying, "Can I have a clownfish? How much is it for two? £8. Do you know things like that? How
But
much
the
are
thing is,
snails? Ten
even
snails for £3. Do you know things like that?
yeah. But even back then, people used because most people done freshwater or tropical fish. It was a massive jump to saltwater. People go, "Oh, you don't do saltwater. It's so expensive," which it was.
Yeah.
But compared to now, it was dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know you got inflation over a 10-year inflation, but it's just I don't think
No,
wages have gone up
it
with the
is
inflation of the
expensive.
price of the things. You know what I mean? I know import fees have changed, and I know that you've got to do more quarantining, this, that, and I know things have got to go up. But in some ways, I think some shops take the piss. Do you know with some of the stuff? And I know they've got to pay VAT. I know they've got to do this. I know they've got to pay for the shop. And I know that. Don't get me wrong. I know electric sky high, but it is kicking people out the
I know everything's gone up. I know everything's really expensive, but you know.
Oh no, I'm not saying that, Nick. This hobby, I love this hobby. I love this hobby, but it's too many people.
But we should be dirt cheap.
No. I'm not saying that. Listen to what I'm saying. I'll mute you. What I'm saying is this, right? It's pushing so many people out of the hobby. And
He's right.
It's a sad thing. Do you know what I
You know
mean?
what I think is doing it more than anything else, like the price of the fish, corals, this and the other? I think it's the electricity.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know, you're
that's what I
bang
said.
on
The
there.
price of electric that doesn't.
Yeah, I
help
think
you.
that's the main thing. I think
Yeah.
people will suffer the prices of fish and corals and this and the other because they know they can buy it off of other reefers and they can get it a bit cheaper. But I think actually the running cost of the tank with the electric and all the equipment you have to have is either pushing them out the hobby or making them downgrade.
Well, that's what a lot of them are doing. A lot of these big tanks you see on like Gumtree or eBay and stuff. I mean, you're talking like 4 or 5 footers and all of that. You got to heat them 600 watt or 300 watt and a 600 watt heater, the lights, the skimmers, everything else. To be honest with you, and I'll be honest with
but
you,
even down to a water change, doing a water change on a 600 litre system or 800 litre system or whatever.
I've been buying Red Sea Pro Salt from day one. Now, I went to AAC. Now, AAC, I do like AAC, but they do tend to push the prices up just a tad.
Yeah, Paul's always been more expensive than most other shops
I know his shop
in our area.
His shop is crystal clear. Everything's all good. But the salt was 78 quid for Red Sea Pro Salt. And I thought, well, I was there, so I bought it anyway. And like I say, I ended up popping in the shop on the way home from work, which was Home Marine, which it is pretty good. And it was 68 quid. And I'm like, and that's only a tenner. It's still a tenner.
But a tenner's a tenner, isn't it?
Yeah,
a tenner's a tenner. I don't care how rich you are. Well, what you got, money's money. And a lot of people now are just going to a little nano with one little light on there as an all-in-one because then they can spend the money on maybe some mushrooms or some more corals. And it's not going to rob the bank. Them big tanks, they will hammer the electric. I'm not saying they'll hammer it that much. But if you're not in that position, I mean, Julie, I don't know if you remember, Julie was on
the blonde one.
The one.
Yeah, she lived in Stratford, didn't she?
Yeah, Mum, she wanted to close her tank down. So she said to me, look, do you know anyone who wants to buy the corals? I said, look, I don't want them all, to be honest with you. I said, but my pal will take them. We went round there. She's lovely. She said, look, I'll be honest with you, the tanks, and it was quite big. She said, I'm a bit worried about the lights. I said, listen, it is what it is. My mate bought a corals, and she's downgraded. She's happy now. She said, it's not costing me as much money. And then when you're in that position, you got to think of these things. I would rather go nano than not anything at all.
I think what.
But Paul, you're right. He's killing it, really.
Yeah, and it's not. I'm not blaming the shops for it. You know what I mean? So if anyone thinks I'm blaming, I'm not blaming the shops for it.
No,
Obviously,
they're
they've
just
got to
doing
do
what
that.
they
But it's
have to do,
pushing.
isn't
Yeah. They're doing it so they can stay afloat. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying,
well, the thing is, if their cost goes up, then our cost goes up. It's plain and simple, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's one of them that it is pushing people out. Because I've noticed in this hobby, you've got a lot of people that really can't afford to be in the hobby, but they want to be in the hobby, which is a nice thing. Do you know what I mean? That's where you get people like helping them out. They come for a cheap frag and you give them a free frag. Do you know what I mean? Because you can tell they ain't got a pot of business, they want to be in the hobby. So I've got so many people out doing that. But it's these people that want to be in the hobby and they can't afford to be in the hobby and they've got to leave the hobby because they can't afford it. And it's upsetting when you see it. Like salt is a major one. Like I said, like you're talking about salt. If I'd say anything, I'd tell people to jump on Amazon.
This is what we were talking about the other day, wasn't it?
Cheap as shit, aquatic salt on Amazon. I'm not going to say it's a good salt, but it
yeah, I mean, I thought £78. Well, yeah, I thought £78. To be perfectly honest with you, I thought, you know what, that's taking the piss a little bit here. And they had another brand, and I can't even remember the name of it, but that was like 58 quid, and I thought, for an extra £20, how much of my coral's worth, my fish health, and that's the only reason I've done it. I mean, I wouldn't go to a cheaper brand. I don't know if they're any different. I don't know, but I was like, you know what? At least I know this extra 20 quid that my fish are going to be all right. The corals like it, and the salt hopefully is going to be sort of reasonably high grade. But I probably wouldn't go pro anymore, to be honest. I'll probably just go to normal one.
I love Tropic Marine Salt. Absolutely love it. And that's
that was 81 quid.
Yeah, it's gone up again.
I must admit, the salt side of it, I've not really noticed because I've always bought. Well, before I always bought expensive salt. It was I used to use the KZ salt back 5-6 years ago before I changed over to natural seawater. That was 98 quid or £101, something like that.
Yes,
and that's all I used to buy. And people used to go mad at me about that because it was.
Yeah, but wouldn't buy that salinity when I started, would it?
Yeah, so I'm saying that as well.
Yeah,
but it's like
when I first started, it was Red Sea salt I used to use when I first started. But that was, like I say, that was
it's the way
18 years ago.
Yeah, the way I look at the salt situation. Now, like I said, I'm not a connoisseur on salt, but I'm only assuming these companies like Tropic Marine, Red Sea, they invest time and energy to make this good salt.
Red Sea salt is pulled from the Red Sea.
I mean, I literally, honestly, I mean, I did have some salt from ages ago, and it wasn't. I mixed it up. It took forever. It was always cloudy. I'm like, this is cloudy, man, and it was shit. I used the Red Sea, and within 20 minutes with a heater in there and a little pump, it's crystal clear. Never had a problem. So I'm thinking, you know what, just stick with what you know, and I ain't never changed since.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing, though, is like recently I've been talking to people about how to save money because, like Paul said, it is getting more expensive. And it's like some of my customers, I say, yeah, don't buy a skimmer, don't buy a roller mat. I'll show you how to keep your nutrients down naturally without that. You know what? They don't believe you and they go out and want to buy it. And that's the thing about like kit and stuff as well. With
like the gear in them. Do you know when people
that's what I mean. So
it's like you're not going to go to school wearing all shit stuff when someone else is wearing decent stuff. Everyone wants
it. It's where people. It's like, remember that tank with you, Paul, and it were like nitrates and stuff when you wanted to get your corals growing. I said to you, look, you don't need to spend any money on you. I told you to stop using no-pox. I know you were using no-pox. I said, like, you don't need to use that. And it was like, I'll show you how to get your nitrates, your phosphates down, get your corals to grow, and it won't cost you any money. And it was like, no, because everybody, you have to buy a lotion, a potion to fix something or do something. It's like, no. Look, it's simple maintenance. And that's all you did, isn't it? And corals were growing. But people simply in this game, it's like, if I spend 500 quid on a skimmer, it's going to be better than the 200 quid skimmer. You know, the more money I put into it, the better my tank's going to get.
Yeah, that's not always how it works.
But the thing is, I think
true.
You
can reef on a budget. You can reef on a budget.
Yeah, you can. Of course you can. But the reefing hobby is, if you're in this sort of hobby, it's like a fashion hobby.
It is, definitely.
You know what I mean? You look at all these Instagrams and this and the other, and people see some people's tanks on Instagram and go, that's amazing. Which I do. I look at some tanks. I think, Jesus Christ, they're amazing looking tanks. And then they look at what equipment they've got, and they think that they've got to copy it, and that's what you've got to have that kind of tank. When you don't.
That's
But
because you've got these.
I ain't going to blame people for that because I'm one of the world's worst at spending money on stuff I don't even need. But it's just the way
when it's a choice of spending money you don't need and spending money you ain't got, or leave the hobby.
Of course,
What I'm saying is
these people, it's getting these people to show them. Oh, you need this. You need this.
It's the nature of the beast. It's the nature of the beast. You ain't got the money to do it, but you save to do it, and you know it's going to leave your skin. But people just do it because they love the hobby, and it is an amazing hobby. It really is.
No, it is. You know the way this thing, Woody. If you look at my Facebook page, and you look at my office tank. The office tank is 9 years old. The guy I bought it from had it up for sale for 200 quid, and it was one we supplied the original owner 9 years ago. So it's fit filtration tank. It's one of my cabinets. The cabinets, I think the original cabinet's about 12 years old.
One of your cabinets, and it lasted 9 years.
Yeah. And in that tank, I've just put some sand, probably 3 or 4 bits of Marco, and I put 50 chromis in there. I haven't had a skimmer running till yesterday, and it's an old Akula which is about 9 years old. So that tank's probably the cheapest tank you could get, and we do tanks and cabinets and everything. So I haven't even got a new tank and cabinet myself, you know. But anyone putting that tank together, it would cost them a few hundred quid at most.
The only spare equipment that I think any reefer should have is a heater and a return pump.
Yeah, that is exactly.
That is it. They're the only spare piece of equipment you should have sitting in your cupboard, and that's it. Everything else should be on your tank and running.
But
what's in your cupboard? What's in your cupboard?
Yeah, I'm an exception to the rule.
Yeah,
I know.
No, but you know what? Though, Woody,
I'm just stupid. I'm the first one. I'm the first one to admit I am just stupid.
Yeah.
I can't help. I can't help.
You like
stuff.
it, and if that's your thing, it doesn't matter. And I always look at if you can afford it, and it's not gonna, rob the bank or can't pay the mortgage or anything, then it's your hobby. People play golf; they buy golf clubs. It costs them 400 quid for a golf club. I'll be like, "Hey, you're mad," but then they turn around and say, "Well, you bought a fish for 60 quid. It looks horrible." I'm like, everybody to their own, isn't it?
Each to their own.
You can be smart in this hobby. You can get some real You can get decent corals for cheap. Grow them out, sell them. You can pay for your tank on itself.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean,
Paul, how many times have you probably paid for your tank? How many times over have you probably paid for your tank through selling corals? Especially giving them to the local fish shop and all that, getting stuff back. You've done it probably 3 times over.
Yeah.
But and that's the good side of it. I understand people sometimes struggle to grow corals and this, that, and the other. They end up spending more money than they actually make, but they will get there. They will get there. They just need to find that one source of info and stick to it. Don't go through
what it is. This hobby is easy. It's easy to start and it's easy to get going. And watching a lot of the videos and a lot of the crap that's on the internet makes it an hard hobby. It's not an hard hobby.
Yeah.
It's very easy to fail. Very, very easy to fail. Yeah. Because you just get so excited and you dive in too quick.
Yeah. Didn't Mutt-Yee, is it Inappropriate Reefers, Mutt-Yee into it? Didn't he put a video and loads of people kind of jumped on it? Because he said that as YouTubers, do we have a responsibility to show, more affordable gear, more sort of like how to do methods rather than just review expensive equipment all the time? And he was trying to sort of say, you know what I mean?
I've just been on the phone to Moggs it, and the one thing I said to Moggs it is be very, very truthful. Do you know what I mean? Just be very, very, like when he was doing his video, I said, just be very truthful. I said, the more truthful you are, the more followers you're going to get and the more liked you're going to be. And I've just said that to Moggs. I'm not going to lie. That's what I was just talking to him on the phone.
But that's how it should be, isn't it? I mean, you do get too much. I mean, when I was doing my one years ago, it was just, this is how I'm doing my hours. This is how this is. It was just pretty simple tank. And I remember, Paul, you going to me, what are you doing? Put some more water in it when you first met you. And I was like, fuck off, leave me alone, do what I want. But you can keep this pretty simple. With the,
do you know why people like you? Do you know why people like you? Because you show your failures. No, you show your failures. So when you fail something and you fucked up, you go, look, I fucked up. It's gone. It's died. It's fucking. But people don't.
Like my bit of SPS I put on Instagram. I only had it 3 days. Put it in there. It's fucking white.
If you failed and you're telling people, listen, I failed. I did this. I fucked up. That's why people like you. If you hide it and go, oh well, no, don't do that. Tell them the truth. Listen, I fucked up. I did this. I did
But that's
that.
how it should be, isn't it?
And
To be honest with you.
don't feel like because you're on YouTube or Instagram, if you get people contacting you to try their products, don't feel like you have to say yeah, because some people love it. They're like, oh yeah, I'll have some
Woody,
free stuff.
I be honest with you, since I started this, I got to a stage where I think personally, me being me, and I will tell you, if you piss me off, I will tell you exactly like Paul. I will tell you how it is. And I think somewhere along the line, I mean, I must have, when I had them Ecotech lights and I bought that light, I got home and for some unknown reason, I didn't have the screws. They didn't supply me the screws to connect it. And I'm thinking, well, how the hell am I meant to put this on it anyway? And things you shouldn't do. When I was on Insta, I was like, well, why ain't I got the epoxy screws? They charged me £400 for a light. There ain't no screws. They need to be longer for me to mount it. That's absolute shit. That's when all of a sudden I realised, I thought, you know what? You can't really be like that, if that makes any sense. But then I'm like that and I ain't going to change. I'd rather have 10, 20 subscribers who are genuinely honest, interested in what I'm doing, rather than the rest of the Muppets out there who just want to show you the next best light, the next best skimmer. But people don't like that, Woody, and you know that. I mean, I've had people say to me, you're a little bit too harsh. Well, I ain't. I'm just telling you the fucking facts. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
That's how it is. And if you don't like me, then fuck off. I don't care.
That's my motto. You don't like it? Fuck off.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. You get too many people. And like I say, I've been working in the construction. I've done cabs. I am as nice as pie to people in the cab because they pay my bills. But then I get people in there and they talk to you as if you're a bit of shit. I'm a London cabbie. It took me a long time to get that badge. I will pull over and go, listen, do yourself a favour, mate, get out. End of, get out. I don't want you in here. You can't talk to me like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, we're rambling on there.
No, it's, it is what it is.
Yeah,
everyone's on their own little journey.
But that's what I'm saying.
The thing is, if you're going to be on Instagram and you've got to be on YouTube and this that and the other, you've got to expect a little bit of backlash. You're gonna get some people out there don't like what you do.
Yeah.
I think you're doing things wrong, but which is fair enough. It's all part of it.
I had that, and I must admit I struggled with it a bit. But then I thought, well, it is what it is, and then you obviously learn over time. But in this reefing hobby, I find it's a little bit clicky, Woody. It's a little bit clicky.
Yeah, it is. It can be. Yeah, 100%. It can be. And we're a very small community compared to some of the YouTube channels out there. Saltwater aquarium hobby is quite a small community.
Right, Phil.
So it is. Hello, Phil. It is.
Hello, Phil. I don't even know who you are, but hello.
Reef Keeper. Got probably the most amazing tanks you're ever going to come across. Insane.
Do you know what?
Do you want me to tell you something what it is now? Do you want me to tell you what it is these days? Everyone thinks they can join YouTube and Instagram and all that and be famous.
And be a professional.
Be famous and they can earn a lot of money off this thing, and you can.
The thing is, I look at that right, and correct me if I'm wrong here. YouTubers talking about marine tanks with 50,000 followers, in my eyes, this is just me. That ain't famous. I mean,
This is the thing.
Hold on, I picked up Noel Gallagher. That's fucking famous. That's famous, right?
Who's he? Is he a reefer? If he ain't a reefer, I don't know him.
I picked Dame Judy Dench up. She's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Wow, I'd love to meet Judy Dench.
Yeah,
she's got that shallow lagoon, isn't she?
She was as nice as pie. I drove her just round the corner. It was £7. We had a good old chat, and she was like talking to me then.
Did she give you a tip? Did she give you a tip?
No, she give him £6.
No, she gave me £45 on a £7 journey, and she said, "Have a lovely day." And then she's done the selfie.
Where's the odd fiver come from? Why not 50? Tight cat.
I don't know, but and then I said to her, I said, "Can I have a selfie?" She went, "That's no problems whatsoever. Just don't sell it." I said, "All right, whatever."
Give me the 45 quid.
But
yeah, I've seen it.
You know, reefers who think they're famous, they're not famous. What that's just it's a joke. I can't.
We did go to Vegas, and Michael Harris thought he was famous.
Oh, don't. Well,
He
I
did.
think he had a big shot.
Ego.
He had a massive ego, but I think he soon come flying straight
But I
back
must
down to
admit,
earth.
he's saying that though. He is. I went, and this is gospel, right? I went to a shop the other day, and I walked in there, and the geezer's staring at me, and I'm thinking, what's this fucking dude looking at? Right?
He went, hold up,
And he-
Paul Williams.
No, Woody was proper staring, and I'm thinking, oh. And he walked over and he went, I like your Instagram videos you do. He said, and I used to like your YouTube channel. Honestly, this is gospel. He went, because you're pretty honest with most people. He said, and you're pretty honest with things. He said, the only thing is I don't like your accent. I was like, seriously?
No one likes our accent, mate.
He didn't
No
like, no
one
one
likes
likes
our
my
accent.
accent. And I was like, well, cheers for that. He said, but you should get back on now. I went, yeah, maybe, whatever.
Do you know what
No
the thing
one-
is, right? If
no
you do
one likes
videos
our
and you do
accent.
Instagram and people notice who you are, do you know what? It's nice. Do you know what I mean?
He is nice.
You
He
have a
is
chat
nice.
with him
I
and all
won't
that.
lie.
But if you walk up there with big ego, or do you know who I am? Or do you know who I am? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's
That you don't
he's
want that.
nice.
Listen, I've got nothing against any YouTuber or any Instagram person because I love watching them.
Mm.
I come home from work, the first thing I do is put YouTube on and I watch all the videos that I've missed during the day.
I'm
or whatever.
different. I'll look at him and go, oh, I'd love to smack him in the face.
Smack you in the face and nick your acros.
Yeah.
Do you know when you know someone's doing something wrong, but you can't say
Yeah.
nothing? I'm
Yeah,
like
but
that,
yeah.
mate.
But that's-
No,
I think
Paul,
that's
if
a
someone's
normal
doing something
person.
wrong, you usually do tell them that they're doing it wrong. I can't tell you how
In
many
chat.
times you got on mine. I was like, leave off this geezer's hand and he's stalking me,
I
mate.
think that's a normal person. If someone sees someone doing something wrong and they're putting it on social media, inside you're screaming, going, "No, you're doing it wrong." But that's just normal.
Yeah,
But
that's a
to
good
them,
thing,
to
though,
them,
isn't
it's the right way. You know, everyone has to learn, don't they?
Well, I'll be honest with you, like, I learned loads from you lot years ago. Hold on a minute, I've got to get some juice.
Look what Haley's writ. I come home from work and think, man, I need a poo and a vodka.
All right,
Oh, shush, Cole. God, don't shout.
Can't be knackered
What?
there, would it? I'd want to poo, then a shower. Right?
Oh yeah, you got to have a shower afterwards, didn't you? But you know, it's I really don't mind it all. It's just it's a bit of entertainment as well for me. Like I look forward to the Fridays when I'm not working and I can watch the Friday night live stream. I love it.
yeah, I love
Well, listen,
that.
Like, I've
years
caught up
ago,
on the
though,
last
you
few.
used to be able to come home any day of the week, put YouTube on, and watch a decent video for your aquarium or something.
Yeah, or a live
You
stream.
don't get it now. It's
No.
so hard trying to find something that you can watch that's good to watch. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
must admit, it has died off a lot. It has, but I think it's because it's gone a different way. It's gone a different. People getting into it and doing it for the wrong reasons. Sometimes I think.
Yeah, but
I
don't
think
you
when you
find...
used to have BRS was their own entity,
Yeah,
Neptune
that
was
wicked,
their
man.
own
I like
entity.
PRS.
Do you know when you have all them with it and they did like the 52 weeks and you had all them? It was fucking brilliant. Now they're all the same company.
That's what
I
I'm saying. If I'm honest, I've not watched a BRS video for God knows how long.
Yeah, and is that all changed? They was really, really good. I used to watch loads of their videos, and then it's sort of when they convert.
Yeah, he doesn't own it anymore, so it's one of them now. But he's got to read a script. Right? He might write it, but it's obviously going to get checked before he says out. You know what I mean? And they can't. What they used to be able to do on BRS, if they didn't like something on Neptune, they could say it. If they didn't like something on Ecotech, they could say it. But it's the same company now, so they can't diss their own company, can they?
No.
Yeah, it's money thing now.
That's
Isn't
what's got to be careful with now, aren't they?
I'll tell you a really good I've been watching lately. Is I shouldn't really say this live on air, but is it Coral Euphilia?
Oh yeah, Euphoria in it.
Euphoria.
Yeah, Coral Euphoria. That. Yeah, I think he's.
Oh my god, they
Nice.
are amazing. His SPS is stunning. I was.
Is that on YouTube? Is that on YouTube?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
YouTube,
know
yeah.
him. You know him, Paul. You know him.
Yeah.
Once you see it, you know who he is.
He's so softly spoken. He's like he's stoned all the time.
Haley, thank you very much.
But he's
Coral
honestly,
Euphoria.
if you look at his tank
Oh,
and his
Jesus.
little frag tanks and stuff, and I looked at
Oh,
all
I
his
know who
FPS,
it is. I know who it
and
is.
I'm like,
Oh, do you know what I've found
That's
lately?
it.
I think he's only just started his YouTube journey. He's I think his name's Bobby's Reef or something. I think he's up by you somewhere, Paul. He's definitely.
Oh, I ain't seen that one. What's his?
He's,
What's
honestly,
his name?
he's got the same tank as Paul, and he's just starting up another little 2 foot cube. But his tank is stunning. It's
Oh, really?
absolutely
Yeah.
stunning. Yeah, it is stunning.
Oh, I'll have
What's
to
that?
watch that
Bobby's
one.
Reef?
I think it's Bobby's. I think so. I'm not too sure.
YouTube or Instagram?
Do YouTube.
I'll be
Oh,
honest, you know
no,
what, Woody?
Robbo's. I think
Some
it's
of the
Robbo's.
smaller
Robbo's
guys
Reef.
I enjoy more now. You know,
Robbo's Reef.
Yeah, no, you're right, Nick. Some of the people who have just sort of
they're
been in
more
it like a
genuine and
year,
honest.
and it's like, oh, put this in, and it looks good, and all of a sudden say it happens.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you, Nick, on that one. I quite enjoy people
Bobby's Worlds.
who've got
No,
softy
it's not
tanks or
Bobby's.
something.
It's
It's quite nice.
Robbo's Reef.
Robbos.
Yeah, Robbo
Yeah,
underscore Reef.
I think I've heard of that, Woody.
Yeah, I only found him, I think, last week or the week before, and he's only done a couple of videos, but his tank is stunning. And he's been doing, I think he's been reefing
Rob's
good 4 or 5
Reef.
years. I swear
Woody,
it's Robbo's.
have you checked my one video out on YouTube?
Oh, do you know what? If you've started a new channel, then I probably
Yeah,
ain't got you.
Yeah,
I'll
I come back, and do you know what? It's really weird. I'm just gonna do exactly what I've done before. I'm just gonna try this SPS thing, and if it goes tits up, it goes tits up. But
Well,
my
Robbos Reef got
videos,
it there.
you know what they're like. It's just me being me, really. But I only done one video. That's all I've done.
Yeah, it's a nice tank, that.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely.
What's the name, Paul?
Last video he done 2
Robbos
days
Reef.
ago.
Robbo's
Yeah,
Robbo's
Reef.
Reef. I've seen that.
He shows his tank under blues, and it is insane. And he's got the lights I literally hate. I like the least, and they look.
I don't like it under. I don't like the under whites, like, but
No, yeah, he puts it under whites just for the video. But if you look at the
I'm
last literally couple of minutes of the video, he's got it under blues.
I'm on it now.
And
Yeah, the blues.
And it's
you
under,
have
that's
yours
under
on
the
blue
GHL
quite a lot, though,
can
don't
he?
you?
yeah, he's under the GHL mitras, and I can't stand them lights, but it looks stunning.
And then there was silence.
Everyone's looking at the tank.
There was
Everyone's
silence.
checking the tank out.
I
Yeah,
don't
so
want to
it's a
press
lovely
any
tank.
buttons because I know I'll end up disconnecting myself again.
Yeah, that's why I've not bothered.
No, and I'm just
Left
sitting
it.
here. No, I must admit, I can't wait.
What's up, Gal?
I can't wait to set this new tank up. It feels like it's been ages I've been messing around.
Are you gonna keep this one though? You gonna keep hold of it for a while?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I went through a little stage of trying different tanks and that, and everyone knocks me through it, but I don't care. And then I finally dawned on me. I do like the shallow reefs, and I tried different scapes, and it just weren't working. And this one is exactly like I said with that Red Sea 200. It's too tall. I said to my missus, I said, I'm just going to go back to exactly what I had 4 years ago, 3 years ago, or whatever. And I'm just going to simplify it without a sump. And I'm just going to do my water changes, do my videos, just simple as. And you know, it makes me feel so much better that I ain't got to go, oh, I need to have this. I need to have that. I need to have this.
Are you happy?
I am with this tank. I'm loving it already. And it's not even set up yet.
Mate. There you go. And don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If you get a tank in your house and you put it in, and before you've done anything to it, and you think, I fucking love that. You know you're on the right path.
Well, it's because I like the shallow reefs. Not everyone's cup of tea. I know that.
No,
I know
it's the same as me. Same as me. Shallow for the last 12 years. That's all I've had is shallow reefs.
Yeah,
So
I don't think I'd ever go back to anything else, to be honest.
But Woody's tanks have always been shit, so you want to be careful.
I don't really like the deep tanks. I find them. I don't know why.
When you've been in the hobby, I know to some people I ain't been in it that long, but 18 years in the hobby, you soon start getting annoyed with putting your hands in the tank and then getting a wet sleeve and this that.
Yeah,
and that's why I started having shallow tanks.
Yeah, and that's another reason why that other Red Sea, lovely tank in all fairness, but I'm thinking it's massive. If something goes wrong at the bottom, the shallow reef's super easy, man. Super easy, super simple. And then I ain't going to stress to come home from work, and you enjoy it rather than it being a chore.
Why don't you need to make a video, Carl? Super simple reef.
Well, no one's done that before.
No. Well, no, I literally just put one video on the tank and just what I'm going to do with it and see how I get on. And then I will slowly... I mean, I don't really care about subscribers anymore. It is what it is, you know. And I'll just gradually document this one. And this one, I will keep it because I like it. And every other tank I've had, other than the first Peninsula, that was sumped, that I got for nothing from ND Aquatics. They give me that. He said to me, you can have it. He said, as long as you do like some videos and put our name on it,
Then he
wicked,
claimed
though.
on the house insurance and got 6,000 for it.
I'll be honest with you. See, the
He
only
must have got
reason,
a quote from you, Nick.
no, the
Yeah.
only reason I go ND Aquatics for me is literally they are 11 minutes from my house, and you just get to know them. Where I've popped in there over the years, I just got to know them, and then they're like my friends. They're like you lot. Do you know what I mean? They're my friends, so he always
They've
sorts
been
me out
going
a
a long
good deal.
time, ND Aquatics.
Yeah, he's all right. I mean, don't get me
ND
wrong.
Aquatics have been going for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, and some of the tanks we was having a little chat the other day, and I said to him, I don't know why you don't start. I mean, you know, I'm not telling you your business because it's your business. You've been doing it for years, but I drew up a couple of little like shallow reefs and that, and said, why don't you start making these rimless and see if you can sell them and that. He reckons. I mean, they sell tanks all over London. I mean, and these are big, deep tanks. Showed me loads of pictures, and the ones they was doing over in Mayfair, I'm talking they were huge. He went to me, "Is more money." I don't know, Nick. You might be able to quote me on this one, but he said there's more money for me to do installs rather than little frag tanks.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and I mean,
it,
I don't know their business, but he helps me out all the time, so I can just pop in and say, oh, I need a bit of silicon or whatever, and he's as good as gold. So,
No, it's good. It's good that you
But
got a relationship like that with him.
yeah, no, he's as good as gold with me, and like, you know, I must admit, I do chew his ear off every now and then.
Me and Paul thought we had a good relationship with a tank builder, but yeah, he's a bit of a pain in the arse. Isn't you, Nick?
I'm always here for you. You know
I know that, brother. Paul's just smiling like he's going to fall asleep any minute.
I'm ringing Seymour's being ignorant.
Oh, trying to
that.
get
I
him
thought
on.
it's because I'm ringing Mogsy again.
Yeah, I'm
He's being
stalking him.
ignorant. How dare
Why
he
not on the
fall
live
asleep?
stream?
Has he answered?
Or well, you're on live stream now while I'm on the phone to you. So yeah, everyone's wondering where you are. So you're on your way. Right, I'll send you the link.
Seymour, he does it. That's how, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he just called you? I'm Shanker.
Is that what you just
Yeah,
tell
he
him
did.
to stop messing about? Get on.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
does a lot with that Carol fella, doesn't he?
Yeah,
All the
Greg
time
I'm not
Carroll.
putting you on live stream so you can say that. That's so rude. What's that?
Hello?
Hello.
Don't put me on live stream. You say that.
Why? What did you say?
I said, am I live streaming with that can't Woody?
He's trying to be cockney.
Right, jump on, Seymour. Come on.
I'm going to get Seymour to send me some of
it's gonna be
that Hydros stuff.
Yeah, he's thinking. You know what? He was going to send me and Paul one when they come out like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But it worked out. It was going to be too much because of the because they don't do a British version, and then you have to buy the transformer, and we thought it'd just be too
He
much.
was trying
About it.
they said to do the plug over here, but they won't specify which specific plug it were. They give us we actually got the name for it, didn't we? Our first source.
Yeah.
But when we was trying to find it over here, it was contradicting. You know, it was contradicting what kind of plug it was. So
And I thought I ain't got to sort of mess about with the Apex, take all that off for something that might not work, and they have to redo it all.
Yeah.
So we just
No, I
thought
spoke to Carlos and David, and they said it's all configured and stuff. It's just like.
Well,
just
they
the
told us
power
that, but you might as well
plugs
talk
and
to a
stuff
brick
like
wall
that.
talking to them.
Right.
Because they just chat shit. They're saying it was coming over here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying to me about it, but they couldn't. It were not being able to get enough chips and stuff with the stuff they wanted to bring out to the States. They want enough of them to be able to do
William
enough
the
for the
Conqueror.
States and UK.
Oh,
That
here
was
he
a
is.
problem.
Yo, well,
The Conqueror. What is he up to? Seymour.
Oh, I was trying to find someone who conquered the Brits. So
no, I don't think the Jamaicans conquered the Brits.
there's a bunch of Jamaicans called Will I Am or
Yo, well,
What's
what
that
do you
mean?
know?
Where's he gone?
You're
Oh,
muted again.
Yeah, he's muted, isn't
Oh, you didn't say king, so I didn't know you were talking to me.
he? Night, John.
How you guys doing?
See you later,
Was-
mate.
You
All
all
good,
right?
mate.
What's up? What's happening? You all right? You good?
What's up, Reef? You know what? I'm sorry. You're the king. They should have said sir or your majesty. So I apologize. Reef.
I keep seeing you chatting with. Is it Carol or Carol?
Yeah.
Great Carol.
It
See,
seems
at the
to be
minute,
quite-
Seymour, we're talking about what was we talking about then? The Hydros.
Oh, what about
How
it?
do you like it? How are you getting on with it?
Oh, mate, I'm using it, loving it.
Would you go back to the full Apex on your tank over that?
Not right now. No, my kid's tank still has the Apex, and my tank has the Hydros. But no, I wouldn't.
Better controllability in the Hydros.
So let me think about this. The thing
I
I
think
like
you were
about
talking about the programming and stuff, weren't you? Last time I
Yeah,
heard you talk about it, though.
there's no programming, and I think
Yeah,
that
like
would
the
go-
language and stuff was easier.
Yeah, there's no language. It's just drop down and select. So I think that's
Right.
easier and not intimidating for a lot of people. But what I like is every device you buy is a controller in itself. So you have an Apex, which is the head unit, and the head unit has what pH, salinity, a couple other things. If you have a second Apex for any reason, you can't connect two head units together and add like a second pH probe and a second salinity probe. So the thing about the Hydros is every device you can daisy chain them together. So let's say I have like the first Hydros unit I had was what they call a SensePort that you plug any sensor in. I can use that now. If I wanted some leak detectors, I could just pull that out, add it to the chain, and I have leak detectors. So every device is a Hydros device by itself, and you can pull it off the system, add it to the system as you feel fit.
So we've just said if the main unit breaks down, all the others will still control and you can still see what's going on.
Yeah, you can unplug it, plug it in as you see fit. Like every device is a controller by itself. So let's
So
say
what is it? The only problem you have with it is if you lose the plug bar in it over Wi-Fi. Is that the only problem you have? But if you use it Bluetooth, it all stays on.
you know what would it like I think the problem with the Wi-Fi I think is look, I don't want to make it sound like I'm downplaying who don't have issues with the Wi-Fi, but there is some, for instance, if you have an Apple router, the Hydros isn't good for you because Apple prevents devices on your network from talking to each other. Like I don't know why, but it's a security issue, which I can see why. But my plug bars, I never had an
It
issue
does
with
sound
them.
stupid, Seymour, seeing that all houses these days are smart homes.
You know what, Paul, you're absolutely right. I think there is, yeah. I don't have anything to say. You're right. I think that's simple. You're right. You're not wrong. But I think there's something technical happening in the background that I don't understand. Is way over my head that I don't understand. Where
But that's the same. It's the same with the Apex, isn't it? Not putting Wi-Fi or whatever it is that they done with their system that weren't. You know what I mean? When you think the controller that it is, and they left out. So remember we've talked about this before, Seymour. Saying with the what was we saying about the Apex? Can you remember?
I mean,
can't remember what it is
listen,
now.
I don't think the Apex is the best built products, because even when you open it, the Wi-Fi is just a USB. You remember back in the day when Wi-Fi first came out and we were buying like USB
Dongle.
Wi-Fi
Dongles, right? Yeah, dongles.
It literally is a Wi-Fi dongle
Yeah.
stitched on, like soldered onto the chip inside. So I don't think it's the best built product. I don't know, man. If there's a guy who wants like the craziest controller setup, I'll always recommend the Apex to him. But if you're somebody who just wants to, I was in a group chat the other day. CJ, he's back, and he's like, "Hey, I just want to monitor pH and temperature and get alerts when my tank is too hot or when my pH is too low. And for him, like the Hydros X3 was like the perfect thing. He pays $200 and it comes with temperature, a leak detector, and pH. It takes him 5 minutes to hook it up. He drags some sliders, like let me know when my pH is 8.5 or 7.6, and he hits save, and that's it. His controller is set up in 5 minutes.
But then he can add to that, can't he, if he decides he wants more? That's the beauty of Hydros.
Yep. He just buys the cable, connects it.
And then it all talks to each other still.
Absolutely. And if your Wi-Fi goes down, another device picks it up. So the way I have my devices set up, you know, if one goes down, the rest of them works. The rest picks up the slack. So if you, let's say for some stupid reason you've wired this stuff all over your house and the one upstairs goes, the one downstairs just picks up the slack and works. Yeah. I mean, I really like it. It's not you can't go in and do the crazy Apex programming where you're like, if this, if that. You can still do 99% of what you want to do, but I like it.
See, that's perfect for someone like me, because I've got the Apex and I don't use it to nowhere near its full potential. I literally use it to monitor temperature, pH, and then turn some things on and off when I want to do some maintenance or whatever. That is it. That's all I use it for.
So would you say the Apex does absolutely everything then, Woody? Is that what it's designed for? Because I've never used none of them, to be honest with you.
More or less, yeah. More or less. Well, you can, you know, you can get it to control a lot of things.
Everything.
Yeah.
And what Seymour's saying, the other one is sort of just a lower version that doesn't do as much.
Well, it can do as much, but you don't have to. It don't have to do as much. You don't have to buy all that equipment to do as much. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could just add it on whenever
if
you
need
want.
to.
Like,
yeah, like the plug bars and whatever else.
You know what I like? I consider. I think Carlos talks about it this way. You know, like Lego. You can buy a small bucket of Lego and build a small model, and then if you want to build a bigger model, you buy some more, and then you can still all the bricks still fit each other, so you can keep buying more and more and more, and it's still all works.
that sounds pretty good. So the Apex ain't like that. Once you buy an Apex, it's like everything all in one and does absolutely everything. So
you can buy other modules for it. You can buy other bits and bobs like leak detectors and some other bits and bobs in that. But it seems that the Hydros has more already, and the Apex has been out for God knows how long, 2012 or something like that. I think it come out, maybe even earlier. So, but Hydros has got their own everything, you know, Seymour. Literally everything they've got.
So it's the same sort of thing, really, as the Apex. Then there ain't much difference. It's just you
It's
can
like
add
their
it
auto
on.
feeder. They've got an auto feeder where if you want the auto feeder for the Apex, it's nearly £200. I think the Hydros one is like $30-40 or something.
Yeah, so that's a massive, great difference, isn't it?
Oh, it's insane. Yeah, insane.
I think the other thing,
Seymour, from Hydros.
I don't know. Everything's a different price, but the good thing is, man, is that the Apex has even dropped their pricing since the Hydros came out because, hey man,
you've got to, aren't they?
Oh, competition is good for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely good for the consumer because
I think when you go with Apex, or you know it's there, you know they've got the. It's proven, in it.
Who's that good looking chap?
All right, let me see if I could do this.
Let me make it big, Seymour. Whoop whoop.
So my setup is, you know, as usual, a little crazy. So, but this is everything I have. So you can see.
Wow.
You know,
that's quite a lot.
Yeah. So I ended up with. Let me see if I can see my devices. So I have a Control X4. I got. Yeah, this is not even everything. Yeah, I got a lot.
See, the good thing is, though, is your Alcatronics on there as well, isn't it?
Yep. So I ended up daisy chaining everything. So here's my inputs. So, you know, pH, temperature, ORP, ATO. I took my leak detectors off today, and then, you know, my Alcatronic feeds into it, my calcium reactor pH, optical sensors, and a skimmer sensor, and then, you know, all my devices. I do like the graphs, though. And I like that the graphs go back 1 year.
I like that. That looks pretty cool.
Because, you know, like when you're looking at pH, your pH might be different in the summer versus the winter. So you can go back. Their graphs go back a full year.
Yeah, that's
And,
good.
Yeah, that's
What's
good.
Apex a week?
I think 30 days. And the ATO sensor, they have a double ATO sensor that has two sensors on it. So you see the light blue line means the water. I'm sorry, it's hard to focus, but the light blue indicates that the water was only hitting the bottom one. And when you see the stronger blue, that means it was hitting the top sensor. So within the same sensor, because I'm dosing Calquasser at night, so you can see the timeline at night. It usually goes over the top sensor, and then during the day, So I like it.
Seymour, would you say it's easy to use? Would you say it's user friendly? Because that's usually the problem you get. Is it user friendly or is it a nightmare to set up?
I like it because it's user friendly. So let me see if I would look at this. Let me find my skimmer.
Just lift your camera up a bit, Seymour, so we can see the full thing.
Sorry. So skimmer, where's my skimmer?
I just see your skimmer.
Can I not find it? Well, Bubble King 200. So if I was
it was at the top.
So if I was setting up on my bubble, all right, my skimmer's a little bit crazy, but all right, let me set up a skimmer. Let me just set up a skimmer and see how. I want to add an output. I'm going to name it Skimmer. Skimmer, Skimma, Skimmer.
Spell it as you say it.
That's how Woody says it, Skimmer.
Yep, Skimmer.
So then I'm going to choose, where's the skimmer? Why can't I read anything?
I can't even see that. It's blurry.
Seymour's been drinking. It's Friday night.
I know, right? It's my protein skimmer. And then it's going to ask me, do you have a level sensor? No. What device is it plugged into? And that's it. It took you 5 minutes, and I would just click. If you have a level sensor, you can say, I have a level sensor. Do you want it to run at night? You click yes or no. Do you want it to depend on anything, like turn off with your return pump this? And then you can press this button to activate more things. But if you don't need that, it takes you 5 minutes to set up a skimmer.
Yeah, that looks reasonably simple to use, and that I suppose that goes with everything. Then whatever you put in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I quite like that.
Yep. They just ask you, do you want to,
And I suppose it's like anything. If you just had a skimmer and you had that, and you could just have the skimmer, and then like you're saying with the building blocks, and you can just go on and on and on and add all the time.
Yep.
So there's a question here, Seymour. How much does it cost for the total of it? Say total, like say for your basics, like for your pH probe, your temperature, plugs. How much is
Seymour, do it like you was doing the equivalent Apex. So a plug bar, the edge unit, the couple of probes.
All right. So I know it's a mess.
I think you can buy packs and bundles now, can't you, Seymour? Because I was speaking to Carlos, he was recommended like a mega pack or something.
Yeah, I think. You know what? It's different now because when I bought it, it was a lot different. So, you know what? I don't know.
Here, let's do this one. How much is the plug bar?
The plug bar by itself, I think, is $2. You get this here with this here. This is called an X3, and this has pH, temperature, and a few other things. And a plug bar is, I don't remember, man. I think it's $350 or $400.
Well, there you go. An Apex plug bar on its own is what, £300?
Yeah.
So basically, you're getting like 5 or 6 things that you can use straight away for 400 quid, 500 quid max.
Apex that costs you 600 quid.
No, the equivalent Apex is about 920 quid.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it seems pretty good. And like you say, if it's easy to use, because that's usually what you find with some of this stuff, you just think, oh man, it's just like too technical.
Woody will buy you one early.
I'm gonna put it into party mode. Whoop, whoop, whoop,
There's a disco going on in there, man.
Yeah. And it has a built-in. It has a built-in speaker, and so obviously I just put it on party mode. But I've set it so if my pH is low, it'll pulse yellow. If the tank is too hot, it'll pulse red. If everything is good, it pulses blue. And you can set it for different things like. I'll just look over here, whatever color the controller is, I know what's wrong. If it's too cold, it's like white. If it's too hot, it's red.
That's clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's good. I like it. Does it play music?
No, not music, but it
Can
you
I
know,
put my MP3s on there?
Stick an
know
Alexa
what?
in there.
you maybe I didn't know, but yeah.
It's like a
Ailey,
disco in
pulse
your
of
tank,
vodka.
man. No, I
How you
quite like
pulses
that.
for vodka?
Ailey's writing polka, so she's definitely pissed.
Yeah.
Can you get them in the UK then, Woody? Can we? Is that in the UK or is it just America only?
America. Well,
So I
it's
saw the guy a couple
not in
weeks
the UK
ago.
at the minute, but it's North America and that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the owner of Coral View a couple weeks ago, and he said it's still like a chip shortage. Like there's so much demand in America. You know, it's just because he said the way they've built the controller, it's just you can swap out the heads for the 240. What do you guys use? 220?
240 volt here.
240, yeah.
Yeah, what
So
was
what
the
he's
reason?
saying
Alex?
is
Remember
What
you
is
was
be
gonna
there for
polka
you
dot,
a
not
couple of years
polka?
then.
Yeah, you was gonna send me and Paul one, weren't you? What was the reason why we end up not doing it? I can't remember what it was now.
Polka dot. I'm googling it.
I think Manchester United lost 6-0, so that's why.
That's what it was. No, 7-0, wasn't it?
It's 7-0.
7-0.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
then they go and lose the game after to a shit team. Let you off, Ailey. Ailey, I'll let you off. I've never heard of it like that, but yeah.
Yes, 7-0. I forgot one. I turned it off and forgot one. Sorry.
Then what happened the next game? What happened the next game, Seymour?
Bournemouth, you lost, wasn't it? To Bournemouth.
Doesn't matter.
1-0.
7-0.
Oh my days.
How many hydros devices I have? I think I have 7. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's
I
5 and
can't,
3 in the
I
cupboard.
can't say anything. I'm a
Can't
Spurs
count.
fan.
So, Seymour,
Yes.
Mickey Boy and Mick wants to know how much all your Hydro stuff comes to. Everything that's running there now, how much does it all come
Oh
to?
my gosh, Mickey Boy Mick. Probably like, oh my gosh, that's
With Seymour's deals, $20.
Yeah. Mate, do you know what they probably paid him?
Yeah, they're probably paying him, yeah.
I have a lot of hydro stuff. I don't know. I would say,
Do a guesstimate, ballpark.
okay, 255.
He's adding it up on his fingers.
You see the
No,
size
though,
of
Probably
it?
like probably like
I'm looking through the
$900.
website. And some of this stuff
$900.
is like
Yeah.
a dosing pump.
Yeah, so
like
that's still not as
$60.
much as
That's
what
not bad.
an
The basic
Apex is
Apex.
over here.
Yeah.
The full Apex with a salinity is £920.
And that's everything though, Woody. Is that the whole lot?
Well, that's the edge unit, one plug bar, pH probe, temperature probe, salinity probe. That's it.
Yeah, so what you're saying is with that one that Seymour's got,
He's got a lot more stuff, yeah. And for less,
half
because
the price.
that's $900, yeah. So you've got to take off £30 or £28 of every 100 or something to make it the same.
Yeah,
This
I'd
is
be
the-
interested in something like that. I'm not technically minded when it comes to this kind of stuff, but that looks pretty darn not super simple, but not that difficult to set up.
No, if you want what Seymour just said, like the Hydros 3, the one that just does sort of
£400,
temperature, temperature,
I don't think that's that bad.
pH. And all
Oh, this is
that.
my hydros auto feeder. Whoop whoop.
Oh yeah, now, how much are they, Seymour?
This is what, 20 quid? $20?
Yeah, there you go. And then
'Cause
how
it's-
much-
Isn't that just an EIM?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just an eHeim, and it connects wireless. I mean, you have to plug it in, but hopefully they come out with a battery version. But the thing is just for power. This is their leak detector, and they actually came out with this leak detector before the Neptune one. The cool thing is they have a rope leak detector. So behind my tank, I actually run these ropes. It's hard to see, but this is a leak detector, and if water touches any part of this leak detector, it triggers. So I actually have this on the baseboard behind my tank. So if there's any leak anywhere behind my tank, I know. And you can daisy chain, I think, 3 or 4 of these together. So
That'll be going off every 2 minutes in my tank because I spill so much water when I'm doing stuff.
you know what? That's true. But look, this is a rope, and anywhere water touches the entire length of rope. But Paul, you can do it. Like, who's gonna check behind their tank to know if something's leaking behind there? So yeah,
Does it
you
go
run
off if a dead fish jumps out on top of it?
well.
if that fish is wet,
Yeah,
as soon as it dries up, as soon as it dries up, you're fucked.
Good thing I'm not a fish killer.
I've definitely got a few crispy fish behind my tank.
Oh, that's funny. That looks very blue.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm the bluey. Let
See,
me
look, see how good Seymour is. He can even grow corals outside of his tank.
Yeah, I
up on
know.
the
Them
rim.
SPS are looking wicked, man. I like
Honestly, he's unreal.
it. Well, no, I think that's quite reasonably priced. But the thing is, we ain't going to see it for another 5 years, are we?
No.
No, it won't be as long as that. It's been out 3 years already, isn't it? And it's only because of the chip crisis and all that, with all this COVID, the reason why it's so far behind.
That's my
the same with all the
that's my
cars and
coral
everything.
graveyard. Anytime I kill something, that's for the years. I'm gonna take them and paint them.
That's a lot of money sitting there.
And, yeah.
No,
It's
not
right.
how
I
much
only
Seymour
lost one
pays
the
for him.
other day and I nearly cried.
My glass needs to be clean, but yeah, that's the tank right now.
Yeah, it's better. It's not as blue. I can see it now. It looks all right, man.
It's a nice tank. Nice dimensions in it, Seymour.
Oh, Woody, I would never go rimless again. Look at this. The nice here, you never see the water line. And look, the top of the tank is smoked glass for your Euro brace. So you don't actually see. And then there's a little black thing here, so you never actually see the water line. I see a lot of tanks that have bracing, but you still see the water line. But
yeah, it's quite big.
That's
that tank.
nice.
Yeah, what's it?
Sorry,
What is
somebody
it? 3
calling
foot
me.
front to back in it, Seymour.
It's 30 inches front to back, 4
That's
foot
it.
wide, and 24 high.
And it's actually a peninsula tank.
I need some step ladders to get in there.
Yeah, I put. We're pretty tall people, so I can reach in.
I'm a midget.
Yeah.
You've not seen
I
the
put
size of
vinyl
Seymour,
on
have
the
you,
back.
Cole?
Yeah.
What?
You ain't seen the size of Seymour, have you?
No. Have you seen the size of Mogsy? He's
No, I ain't.
massive. I stood next to him and I felt embarrassed.
I bet he's not the size of Seymour.
Yeah, Seymour. I don't know how big he is, but if he's bigger than Moggs, he's gonna be massive.
He's a bit of a tall lad, isn't you, Seymour?
No.
Oh, do you know what? There's a picture on my Instagram of us in New York.
I'll have a look.
I stood next to him. I look like an Oompa Loompa.
What are you though, Paul? I'm 5'9".
I'm 5'9".
Yeah, that's it, because we're brothers.
Oh yeah, twins, isn't you? I'm 6 foot exactly 6 foot.
Yeah, see, I'm quite small, man. In fact, I think I lied there.
What is 6 foot?
I think I'm 5'8".
What was that? 6 foot with what?
6 feet. He falls over a lot.
Yeah. That's why I don't have my camera on.
Ailey's 5'3".
Wait, who's 6? Wait, Tyler is 6 foot.
Yeah. Tyler's the same size as me, isn't he? But he's got bigger feet than me, isn't he? He's got massive feet.
He gets it off his mum then, would he?
Look.
Yo, big lad, say hello.
You've embarrassed him.
No, look.
Yeah.
Look.
6 foot giant. He's 6 foot.
Got massive, hasn't he?
He has. Jesus Christ.
Wait, what do you say? You're 6 foot?
6'3".
Yeah. Me and Tyler's the same size.
Yeah. My wife is 5'10".
Your wife's taller than Paul and
me.
His missus is massive. I remember we all went to the theatre. We all went to the West. Is it West End?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
We
What do they call it?
Broadway. We went to Broadway.
Broadway. Yeah, we all went to Broadway watching Aladdin. We were all sat there like normal people, seeing one of his missus. No one could see behind him.
What are you trying to say?
You're huge.
Mickey Boy and Mick. I'm 6'3". I wish.
Do you remember when we measured his hands, Woody?
Yeah.
We put his hands next to him. Seriously.
Oh, is that how you done it? Is that how you done
yours.
it? I didn't do it like that. I said, Simon,
Hey, listen, man. Don't listen to these guys. They took advantage of me when we went to Vegas together. So,
Timo, show us all the dead corals at the top. You know you're supposed to put them in your tank to not die.
oh yeah. I'm sorry. This is a What is this? I think this is a Hawkins Echinata or some kind of smooth skin. This is a Duncan.
Do you know when people say I've got a trophy coral? You've literally made trophy corals.
Yeah, I think this is a braid. Yeah. No, but you know what? It sort of reminds you.
I've
Of
already
how
fucked
much
up.
money you spent.
Too much phos, not enough nitrate.
I know.
Just put that
Oh.
in a calcium reactor. That's what they're for, isn't it?
Well, listen, when I was on the phone with these guys last night, I actually measured my nitrate, and I'm having to dose nitrate. I have to dose so much nitrate, I have to get the 4-liter Brightwell nitrate bottle.
What?
Or Seymour,
Or
what did
turn
we
down your
talk about?
filtration.
What did we
Yeah,
talk about
we've
last
been
night?
through this. Nick, we've been through this. Don't you?
I've been through this. He was saying last night. He was saying exactly the same thing. He went, "Oh, I've got to put in 100 mil of this to make it to raise it 0.5 or whatever." And I went, "No, you ain't." He's like, "I have." I said, "What filtration you running?" He went, "Skimmer, refugium, a filter mat." I said,
20,000 Brightwell bricks.
I said, turn it all down. I said, turn your skimmer off for a little while. I said, take your Chato out or
Nah,
turn
don't
the
turn
light
off
down.
my skin.
And then he went, oh, yeah, I think I'll do that. And he
But
still
this
ain't
is
done
what
it.
this is what I'm saying. You get them roller mats. People have, you see them on Insta. They got the roller mat.
Yeah.
They got the
Stripping
Chato.
out.
They got the massive skimmer, and then they wonder why it's bottoming out. I'm like, because you're
They're wondering
sucking
why
the
all their
life out of
coils
the
are
tank.
power and they're not opening.
Yeah, but look at me. I run a filter sock skimmer. I've got all the bio blocks, but my phosphates won't go down. Do you know what I mean?
All I've got is literally about 3 bio balls and filter floss, and I ain't touched. I've done 1 water change Sunday, and everything's actually thriving. Yes, it's not SPS, and everything's skyrocket, but it's looking all right, so I'm not touching it.
I'm hungry,
For
Woody.
The
You've
last
got
3
to,
weeks I've been running sand and rock. I
Yeah,
haven't
that's
even
all
put
you
my
need.
media in yet.
And just don't overfeed your fish like with 27 cubes a day. That tends to why you get algae and stuff.
So, Woody,
Yeah.
I think I need some more flow, Woody. So,
I just see that.
I got two MP6. No, I'm serious. I got an MP40, so I got to put it up. Need more flow.
Jesus Christ, Seymour. Look, you got MP60s on the back, and the Neuro 5 there, and MP40s down in the bottom corners.
Yeah, so I need more flow. The water isn't moving enough. Need
More
flow.
I will take that
That's
Nero
why the
5
corals
out.
are stacked at the top, Woody. There wasn't a tank. He blew them to the top.
Yeah, blew them straight at the top. Seymour, take that Nero 5 out and put the MP40 there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, Woody.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna put the Nero 5 on the back over there.
What, in the back corner?
Yeah,
Back corner, but yeah.
yeah.
Do you know what? The good that's what the Nero 5s are good for, like on back panels, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what
because
I'm
they're
going to
very,
use on
very
mine.
wide, very wide, soft flow, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to put one of them on the back panel of my tank because it's the Peninsula. That's all I'm going to use, that and the return pump, because the return pump's super powerful.
How long's yours?
4 foot.
Yeah,
I'd probably go. I'd go an MP40.
Well, I'm going to see. I'm just, like I say, I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm going to, because the return pump, I think it's a 2000, and that's quite powerful. It's quite powerful, and I just want to see. I'm going to do one thing at a time. I'm going to put that in, get it all sort of semi-cycled out, get the fish in there, and then I will just literally probably have 2 Gen 6s on there, job done with the lights. And then I will add the flow as I go. I will put the coral. I will put an SPS right at the end just to see how it gets on with just the pump. And then I know you're going to need a little bit more. And then I will put a wave maker in, and just step by step I'll analyze exactly what I'll do. But I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I've had the Peninsulas before, and I don't really want to put an MP40 on the other side because I think it looks sore on a Peninsula.
Oh yeah, do you know what? Yeah, you got the all-in-one, haven't you? So you've got
the back panel.
Yeah,
I
you
can
can't
put it
put
on the
the
back
MP40
panel,
together.
and then no one's going to see it. And I've also got a cover for the top, so no one's going to see it. And it is a trial and error just to see if I can keep this super basic, super easy, with good flow, good light, water changes, and see if I can keep SPS dominant. Might not work. I don't know.
Seymour.
Yo.
Do you hear what it sounds like he's doing?
What?
Super simple reef.
I copied that from
Super
Michael
simple reef.
No, I didn't say super simple reefs. I said simple super reef.
Do you know the Seymour?
Has that been done before?
Woody, the kids tank needs some work. Oh, there's Christian.
Hello, Christian.
Where's Chris?
Seymour, are the magnets for the Neros, the dry sides, are they waterproof?
Yes, they are.
That's all stuff?
Yeah, that's Paul.
There you go,
put
Carl.
that in. Well, that's
You
what
could
I'm saying.
you could put them in the salt water, yeah.
That's what I was saying. I will put that. When I designed it, I designed that back chamber is 7 inches wide.
That one
So I
is
can get
actually
everything
out.
in there, and I can even section it off so everything will go where I need it to go, and still look nice and tidy. That was the plan anyway.
Show us the
Seymour,
front of it, Seymour.
Is that the 9004 Seymour?
Yeah. This is the kids' nano tank. It got
Yeah,
dynos. So
Cole, can
right
you see
in
that?
here
Can you
now,
see that
I have
skimmer?
a.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's
Yeah,
the
that's the
innit?
9004, and that water depth. What? How deep is that water, Seymour?
I don't know. Not that deep. There's enough left over. So.
What's it? About 12 inches?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So
The tank itself is 11 something. So.
yeah. So that might fit in your.
Well, like
Cole?
I say before, when I set it up, Woody, I went on there and looked at I think it was the 901, which is a tiny. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I think
tiny.
it's tiny. It's tiny,
That's tiny.
but that tank there is, by the time I worked it all out, I think it's 70 gallon. So I reckon that'll be fine. And but bear in mind, I'm going to have 4 fish.
It's the water. It's your water depth. The water depth for that skimmer, the 9004, might be a little bit shallow, but the 9001 definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But that's the one I was looking at.
Yeah.
And that's the one. And like I say, I can put that in there, and hopefully, if it all goes to plan, all you will see, because it's got the cup on the top, is quite dark, isn't it? It's like
it's like
dark,
smoked plastic. Yeah.
So that if with the acrylic I've put on there, I will just router out the top of the skimmer cup, and then hopefully you won't really see it. But that's the plan anyway. I'll see how we go.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm hungry.
Right, listen, fellas, it's been an absolute pleasure with you lot, but I'm knackered now because I was up early doors this morning. So
yeah, no worries, brother.
I'm gonna love you and leave you all. It was a pleasure. We should do this again because I quite enjoyed it tonight.
Well, we'll definitely do it again soon because I'm off for a couple of weeks. Paul's off still for a bit, so we can do it again.
Just let me know, and I'll just let you know how I'm getting on with the tank. Nothing's gonna happen super quick anyway, never does. But anyway, fellas, listen, have a nice weekend, and I'll catch up with you on the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, you too,
All right.
brother.
Take care,
I'll see you soon.
Cheers, thanks.
Cheers, buddy.
See you later, mate.
All right. Cheers, mate. All right. I gotta head to the hardware store, so I'm trying to get mobile. I'm going to King's Plaza.
King's Plaza, Utica?
Yep.
The hardware store is all the way at King's Plaza?
Yep.
Yep.
You can go with him. You can get McDonald's on the way. Whoop whoop.
Yes. What are you trying to do, mate? What are you trying to do, mate? Wait, Steve. The Mogsy's name is Steve, right?
Steve.
Is Steve or Steve?
Steve.
Oh,
Well, it's both the same name, just one shortened.
Oh.
Just like we call you. Oh.
Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna do some painting, Paul.
What are you painting?
I'm gonna paint.
You got to do the inside of your shades, didn't you?
Inside of my what?
The shades for your light.
No. I got a new couch and I was gonna paint, but then after we painted all the samples on the wall, we decided we're not gonna paint anymore. So now I gotta get the original paint to paint over the samples.
Get myself off my own stream.
No. Tank's looking good though, man.
Yeah, it is looking good. It is looking nice.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, man. You know, work hard at it, mate.
Seymour, you're in the right mood tonight, aren't you?
Wait, you're making a bloody show, man?
Making a bloody show.
Oh, you could tell he was in a mood then. He went all Jamaican on us.
Paul, how many people watching?
Now 13, so it's bedtime.
Hey
13.
Nick, what's going on with the warehouse? What are you doing? Are you working out of there again? You gonna open an LFS? What's the plan, mate?
Yeah, we're opening an LFS. We just finished the first coral bait today, so we've got another two that are half built. So
who's we?
You and Mickey Boy Mick.
Me and Mickey Boy Mick.
Are you partnering with somebody named M?
No. Named M? No.
Somebody
You
with
know where he was
initials
going
M.
there, didn't you, Nick?
Because he said
No.
Mickey Boy Mick, I was like, wait a second, that sounds. Wait, huh?
Right, I'm going to make a coffee. Be back in 2 minutes.
That's
No,
why.
I'm-
That's why I want the Hydros to run the coral base on the coral base.
All right. So just to clarify, not somebody with the initials MA, right?
Not what? Sorry.
Not somebody with initials MA, right?
MA?
Yeah.
No. I don't know
Okay.
who MA is.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Somebody who lives in Chatterton.
Oh no. No, I know who he's talking about. No.
All right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make fun of people. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No. But no, we got our natural seawater silos in, we got all the water station in. And we've got the coral base nearly finished. So yeah, so that's why I was talking to David and Carlos about the Hydros. And they said, yeah, just buy it. So that's why I was saying to you, do you want to send it to me over?
Yeah, I'll
And
send
then
it
I'll
to you.
I'll run the coral base using it, and probably like you, I'll use an Alcatronic as well on there.
How far are you away from fall?
About an hour.
Oh.
Not too far.
All right.
That's if you're going
All right.
really, really fast.
Yeah, well, but it's probably what, an hour and 15, an hour and 20 minutes, I think,
Yeah,
to yours.
it's not-
Yeah, it's not too far.
You know, I travel 20 minutes and I'm bored. Right, no, but he's massive underrated. Sorry, earlier, I was ignoring the chat because I was looking at the Milky Way on my phone. It's probably off me. There's 13 man here. Say hi all. Hi all. Say hi all. Or people might just be plugged it on and walked away from the laptops.
Mm.
Plus, I could be one. He could be one. Woody could be one. Seymour could be one. That's 4. That's you is 5. Mickey 6. So I'm bollocksed.
When are you going to do another live stream, Paul? You reckon we'll do one on Sunday?
I mean, what Monday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm up early.
Let's do one at tea time or something.
I've got to travel 20 miles on Monday. That's miles away.
Oh no.
But that's 20 miles all the way through Manchester to the other side of it. It's just a nightmare.
What's that about? 20 miles is going to take you about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's the traffic's good.
That's if the traffic's good, yeah.
The other day on the way back took me 2 hours something to get there. You know, getting back
Wow,
over.
really?
But if you
Wow.
want
You get to
stupid
London in
traffic-
2 hours.
Yeah, you've got to go on like the M60, and then sometimes it takes to the M62, depending on how the traffic is. It's a freaking nightmare.
Yeah, I don't like it when it's heavy traffic. When I try and avoid it, I leave a bit later or a bit early and try and avoid it usually.
I'm there Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm in Oldham, so that's only 5 minutes away. Thursday night, could do it Thursday night because I'm not in work Friday.
Yeah, Thursday night would be good actually.
I'll see what Woody's offering on.
We'll do it on
See if he's-
Thursday.
Dean. Woody, has he gone for a poo?
Yeah,
Woody.
Seymour's dropped off.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
What?
you're there? Sorry, Seymour.
You keep
Can you hear
yourself
me?
off, Seymour. I've just added you back.
Oh, am I here?
You're here now, yeah.
I was saying, Nick, I think the best thing about the Hydros is they have 2 devices that are coming up that I'm kind of excited about. So the new version of the Hydros called the X10 is gonna have like a built-in alkalinity tester because it's gonna come with 4 dosing pumps.
Really?
And all you have to do is have an open pH port and put the reagents, and it'll be able to test alkalinity.
Oh, okay. Because all they got is it the Kraken coming out as well?
The Kraken is a different thing, but they'll sell you a vessel, but the vessel is going to be cheap. But all it'll be is just a beaker for you to pump liquid in, for your pH probe to sit in, and for you to test alkalinity. So I don't know what the cost of the X10 is, but it's going to have built-in alkalinity tester in it.
When do you know when the launch is going to be?
They said summer. So that's anything they could tell me. They said they're building them as fast as they can, but they say summer.
Right.
And then the next thing is the Kraken, which is, so the way I understand it is, it's a device. So one, it has battery backup. So anything you plug into it, you'll be able to use any size lead acid battery. So like a car battery, you put whatever size you want, and it'll trickle charge it and then run. You can program and say, hey, if the power goes off, turn everything off and only set power to these devices. And again, Nick, the thing is, you could get as big batteries you want. If you want to get a gigantic battery or a tiny battery, totally up to you. You buy your own battery from Amazon. The other thing is, it allows you to eliminate power bricks for 12 volt and 24 volt devices. So you'll be able to get these pin connectors. So for instance, if you have a Vortec, and a Vortec uses like a 12 millimeter pin connector, you can buy one cable and just connect it directly to the Kraken and put it straight in the Vortec, power port.
Yes. I got you. That's going to be really good for us. So what I'm better doing now is I could start off with some. See, this is what I like about the Hydros, because even with that, I can go, okay, so what I'll do then, if I'm going to hold off for the ×10 and the alkalinity control, I can say, well, on the first one, then I'll buy some of this, put the alkatronic on it. And then for the other coral bays, I can wait. And then I can get the ×10 and then add it to them, or vice versa. And that's what I like about the Hydros. You can like bolt on.
Yep. Or you can run them separately. It's going to be in the same interface, but you don't have to connect them, because, for instance, when I had them on my kids' so for instance, Nick, I didn't show you. I'm outside now, but I have like a Control 10 and a Wi-Fi bar on my mixing station. Like, I don't care if I don't care, to monitor certain things. All I want to know is, I want to know the temperature of the mixing state, the temperature of the water. Is it too hot? And that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all you need to know. Right?
I don't need it integrated into the Apex. And then when I needed leak detectors, the other day when I needed leak detectors, when I was going out of town for Christmas and I needed leak detectors because I wasn't going to be home, I said, okay, I don't need the mixing station while I'm not home. So I dismantled the mixing station and just connected it to the main Hydros and added, So the way it works is, Nick, you have sense ports and drive ports. Sense port is where you put any sensor. So whether it's an optical sensor, leak detector, flow sensor, pH probes are still different. pH and ORP are still different, but a sense port is optical sensor, leak detector, like anything that senses a state, temperature probe, skimmer sensor, flow sensor, tell you how fast, whether it's 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch. So you have sense ports and drive ports. Drive ports can drive a device. So drive port can drive like a 12 volt pump for like your ATO, or you could drive a solenoid valve, turn it on and off for CO2 to control the CO2 to your calcium reactor. So, and I like it because it's flexible. I don't need to get a PM module for temperature and then get a different one for salinity. You just get drive ports and sense ports.
Yeah. It's like I said to Carlos the other day, I said, the ATO pack, I said, I don't like those square pumps, because when we have our 25 litre drums, it's really difficult to get in the neck, And he said, oh, that's okay. He said, you just get the sensor, and then what you can do is tell the Hydros to use a socket and just get whatever pump you like, then it's not a problem. I was like, what? That's great. Like, I can use the ATO sensor, but put my own tiny little pump with it instead of the Hydros pump. And I just, it was almost like he had an answer for everything, because that's how flexible it is. So he's like, yeah, that's no problem. Just do this. I'm like, what?
I'm pumping I'm pumping Kalkwasser, Nick, and what happens is you just have when it reaches the level sensor, I just have the Kalkwasser turn off, and that's it. So it's almost like my ATO. I just have my Kalkwasser running.
Yeah. Yeah, the more I read into it, and the more I sometimes sit on their workshops as well, where Carlos and David are like explaining how stuff works, and they're talking about the new modules and stuff. And the more I sit on them, I'm just like, they just think of like, it seems like they think, I mean, probably using the kit, there might be a few little things with it, right? But when you listen to it and you're thinking about what they're saying, you're imagining how it works, you think, wow, they're thinking of everything, every scenario, every inevitability, every way that you could want to manipulate it. And they're just going, yeah, so if you want to do this, you can just do that. And it just seems like they've really thought it out really well.
There is a guy. So one of the flexible things, and this is even when you're ready to get geeky. One of the flexible things is their 0 to 10 volt port, Nick, is a it's not only an output, it's an input. So you can input signals to it. So there's a guy who Hydros worked. I don't think they work with him, but he's like one of their power users. But he has made these things where any device that puts voltage out within 0 to 10, Nick, you can connect it to it. So he's made these little packs where if you want a humidity sensor, you can connect a humidity sensor to it. So it will tell you the humidity.
Okay, so he's done like little adapter type stuff to connect with
Yes,
their
he sells
connectors.
them. He sells the buttons, but Apex also has the buttons. But he can literally sell you a kit where you just wire it up. It's sort of like an Apex breakout box, except it accepts and puts out signals. So you can buy a 5-port breakout box, and you can put a humidity sensor. And people have done so many things with it, but the one that I'm interested in is humidity. Like, why wouldn't I want to know the humidity of, under my cabinet or Nick, also because again, it's input. You can have a button and you can have a multi-touch button. So you one of those buttons where when you press it, one press, let's say it's feed mode, but let's say there's an issue and you do a double press or you press it hard. Let's say you can have it turn the entire tank off so it can detect different states. It's not just a button push. So again, because it's a 0 to 10
it'd be like an
volt
emergency stop button.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the Apex the Apex you can do buttons with, but this can detect different presses or different states of the same button. Because you just want, like, if it gets 5 volts, it knows. You can actually program it, Nick, and you can say if you get 5 volts, do this. If you get 10 volts, do this. If you get 8.5 volts, do this.
Yeah. So it's like with the humidity sensor as well. So if you put that in the cabinet, and then you can hook up some computer fans. So if it's too humid in there, it activates the fans just like a temperature controller would do for your heaters, but in the opposite direction.
Absolutely, Nick. And I think they also, the View used to sell these humidity fans. I think they're either they've released or they're going to release the same computer fans that go into their drive port. So you actually don't even need a plug. You just connect it to a drive port and it'll drive, the 12 volt will drive the fan. So literally, if you want to do that, Nick, you can actually, you don't need an extra plug. You just buy the fan, plug it in, and it goes.
Yeah, that's why I was so keen. Like speaking to David before, I'm like, when's it coming to the UK? When's it coming to the UK? And eventually he just said, well, why don't you get somebody here to buy it? I was like, can I just buy some? He was like, yeah, just get somebody to buy it. And I think he'll still give me, from what he was saying, I think he'll still give me some support as well. And like Carlos was saying, yeah, you might want to get a pro pack, or you can do this, you can do that. So even though we're in the UK, and I know it's not available for release in the UK, there were I think if I had a problem with something, as long as I sent it back, I think they'd sort it out.
Paulie, that is the nuts.
Yeah, I really am impressed. And it's only 3 years, and they've done this much. They actually now something they
just lost half of it.
There's a triple level sensor, Nick, where you can know whether it's the lowest sensor, the medium sensor, or the high sensor. So that's actually pretty cool. So you have 3 optical sensors on one sort of chip.
What we'll have to do, is when we're both free, I'll go through what I need it to do, and then you might be able to say, oh, okay, what you need then to do that is this, and we'll do a shopping list.
Oh yeah, let me know. I think I have
Yeah.
every hydros device, probably except
Yeah.
like some of the flow sensors. But
Right.
yeah, and it's not something you sell because, like I said, one day I might need to, just pop something. Like when I'm going out of town, I'll put more devices on my hydros because then I want to know if my calcium reactor is working or I want to know if I have a leak. So I just keep them. None of your devices are out of date. You can daisy chain them together so they all work.
Yeah. It's like me because obviously these will be going on our coral bays, which are going to have a lot of money of coral in there. So if anything goes wrong, it can send me an alert to the house, and then I can go up to the business and say, "Well, what's happened? What's gone wrong?"
Yep, I'm a fan. I still use the Apex on my kids' tank. But yes, the fact that I use it on my main tank just shows you, how much of a fan I am. And if you're gonna use the Alcatronic stuff, the Alcatronic, the Dosatronic, or the Mastertronic, all those settings get imported right into the hydro screen.
Yeah. No, that sounds perfect. We'll do that. I'll chat to you another time, and we'll sit down and we'll go through it all. I think that's what I need to do. So for sure. Right, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. It's getting late here for me, but it's been
All right,
fun.
Nick.
We'll have to definitely do it on Thursday. You said, right, Paul?
Yeah.
All right, nice one, boys. Take care. Have a
And
good
you, mate.
weekend.
See you later on.
All right.
Right, people. I'm going to shut this chat down now.
You're gonna what?
It's been emotional. We'll do it again soon. So everyone watching, which is another 11 people, which is not bad. We had 20 odd before, would it? Which is not bad. Yeah.
I was smashing it. See what I mean? First night back
First
after
day back.
20 odd.
Right.
Before you know it, we'll have 25.
I know. Jesus, imagine that.
See more what you are doing.
Right, everyone who's still watching, thank you very much. Ailey, cheers for being a mod. Love you. See you in a bit.
Later on, guys.
Mickey Boy, Mick, catch you in a bit. See you more in a bit. Everyone else, see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The right